All right, guys, we're back. This is the return of the Hot Toys. This is episode 20. We got Frankie and Erlen back in action. We go over a lot of things here. We go over movies such as Split, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, the Venom movie with a cast of Tom Hardy. We talk about comic books, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, what we want to see Marvel do for Phase 4 for the MCU. Wonder Woman early reviews are out. One of us might have ADHD. Paul W.S. Anderson gets confused for Paul Thomas Anderson. Somebody brings up Nicolas Cage. My thoughts on the Nintendo Switch and some games. One of us is looking forward to the fucking Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't even know. It's too fucking... I don't want to look that shit up right now. We go into horror movies. We talk about Chris Cornell, his passing, jury duty, and movies that they play there. We do a poll on the Alien Saga, my plot for Castaway 2, and Back to the Future is brought up a few times, and a bunch of other things that we thought were funny and wanted to share with you guys and gals. So let us know what you think of this. You can follow us as always on Twitter, Bits for You Podcast, number 4 after Bits. Same thing on Facebook, Bits for You Podcast, and Instagram as well. I think Instagram is Bits for You Pod, P-O-D. You can email us, bitsforyoupodcast@gmail.com. I'm going to have links to this at the description of this episode. And please, review us on iTunes. If you don't have an iPhone on your Google phone, I don't think there's a way to do it. You might have to do it on a computer. Download the iTunes app on your computer and just go to the search for Bits for You and leave us a review. It will help us out a lot. If you don't want to do that, just have a friend or ask somebody that has an Apple computer or an iPhone. You go to the podcast app that Apple has on that device. It's pretty much on all the Apple devices. And just say, hey, I want to leave a review for Bits for You. Come on, these guys are fucking amazing. And if we suck, you say, hey, these guys fucking suck. Just leave us a review. You know, whatever you want. All right. Oh, and I forgot to add, I believe it was the first 5 or 6 minutes after the podcast starts, one of us, which you will notice, forgot to turn on the microphone. There's a button on it, so they sound like they're 30 miles away. You can still hear it because this person speaks loud. But just bear in mind, there's nothing wrong with your headphones. Just keep it at the same level. As long as you can hear us, maybe raise a little bit more. Within those 5 or 6 minutes after it starts, he figures out that the microphone was off and he turns it on. And the remainder of the podcast episode is the three of us loud and clear. Thank you.
I saw.
Oh, how was Split?
Split was great.
So both of you guys saw it.
Yeah.
So
just take the L, Erlen. Take the L.
So what
movies, dude.
No, you named me one. You told me name you one movie. I just started naming a bunch of movies off my top of my head.
With Split.
I'll read the podcast.
Yeah. Why not? With Split, I thought it was. I wasn't expecting it to be that good.
It was fantastic.
And then at the end, that fucking twist, I was like, wait a minute, I recognize this music. Where have I heard it?
Should we say spoiler alert?
Yeah, we can spoiler alert.
Okay.
I recognize the music, and it was the theme from Unbreakable,
yeah.
Which I think is my favorite. It's
I
my favorite M. Night
movie.
No, I think Split is part of my favorite M. Night movie.
Recently, in like 10 years.
I've only seen Signs, Sixth Sense, and this.
Like, to me, for that film to evolve, his voice was always a little bit of a drag. He always had this style that he stuck to. He always had the extended shots, and it was always like a slow panning. Here, I think he evolved as a director. It was a better film.
Yeah. Interesting.
It was a great movie, man. And James McAvoy is amazing.
It was great.
The shots
Fantastic.
were fantastic. There were no cheap tricks. No cheap tricks.
No, there was no jump scares, which you know how I hate.
Didn't it make like 200 or close to 200 million worldwide on a $10 million budget?
Yeah.
That was fucking incredible. And now he announced shortly after that the Glass movie with Samuel Jackson and Bruce Willis and James McAvoy is gonna. He wants to release it early 2019. That's what his.
But I wonder what he's going to do with that, because you have Bruce Willis captured Glass in the end of the first Unbreakable,
right?
Or got him arrested. So what are they going to like? Why is it called Glass if you're setting up this thing with Kevin?
Maybe.
Yeah, I figured.
Here's my theory, and obviously it's just a theory. Bruce Willis's character is David Dunn.
Mm-hmm.
He gets Samuel L. Jackson's character Glass to help him to find James McAvoy's character. That's my theory.
It's a good theory, but Erlen just said it too.
Yeah. I didn't hear you. Sorry. I'm sorry.
He called it Silence of the Lambs.
I didn't hear you that well.
No, with the last words. Yeah, yeah. He just said Silence of the Lambs. That's all he said. Glass.
Oh,
man. I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about?
Oh, anything, sir.
What do you want to start
We just started with Split. We can go on to. You wanted to mention something about the Pirates movies.
Yeah, I thought. Well, I was thinking of the one coming out. Are you interested in seeing that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. That is a big no.
A big no.
Unless I'm like super bored that fucking weekend, and yeah, it's either wait, isn't that the same weekend that Baywatch is coming out? See, I'd rather see The Rock. I gotta support
really?
I'm a big Rock fan.
Really?
Dwayne Johnson, yeah.
Wrestling?
No, he's his character.
Too.
Yeah, he's an actor. Well, he tries to be an actor, but you know.
No, he's fun though.
He's funny. He has charisma.
Watch,
you know,
he's.
So
I don't think he's bad. Rundown was great.
I know. I saw the first.
Fast and the Furious is terrible. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Oh, I saw that Fast.
Did you like it?
You heard the that we talked about it in the. I saw the Fast and the Furious, the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was shit.
Garbage.
But I knew it was gonna be shit. But I saw it because of The Rock. Because I heard he was gonna be in most of the movie, which he is. But dude, it was just bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. Like he literally fucking gets a torpedo. Not gets a torpedo. Yes, they shoot a torpedo. Missile. A torpedo from a submarine, and he pushes it with his bare hands.
Well, no, doesn't he grab it first and then guide it?
He just pushes it.
Yeah,
and it just he deflects it, and it just
it goes to
I don't see what's the difference between that and any other comic movie.
Oh, there are.
You know what? Wait. Can I tell them the difference?
Yeah.
The difference is it's a comic book movie. There are actual people with superpowers in the movie. This is in the movies, in the comic book movies. This movie are real people who are not supposed to have superpowers. Batman has never once pushed a missile with his bare hands.
But somehow he escaped a nuclear.
That has nothing to do with anything. That's the missile. Again, the missile. He's never pushed a missile with his bare hand. He never took a freaking what was it, the rubber bullets straight on with no armor and just kept pushing forward like in the movie. He never tore a concrete bench off a wall ever in his movies. Dude, The Rock does it in this movie and then does curls with it.
Wait, did you fucking see this shit?
Yes,
oh my bad, I didn't hear you. I had this shit low.
Schwarzenegger used to do that all the time in his freaking films.
And they were in the 80s though. They were terrible.
Yeah.
Like as we were kids, they were great. But if you try watching those movies now, they're ridiculous.
So what? No.
Again, the difference is that comic book characters are supposed to have these superpowers. These people are not.
Wait a second. He's. Are you acting like he loved it?
No.
Okay.
No.
What I'm trying to say is like it's a film. It's supposed to be ridiculous. It's no more ridiculous than Civil War.
No, you're. I know what you're saying. I think you have a point. They're trying to make this franchise into a fucking superhero movie.
That's not what he's saying, though.
But that's what I'm saying.
No, what you're saying. He's saying, why am I not complaining about superhero movies having these feats?
Oh, but I'm saying there's no difference from this for what this movie has become to what a comic series.
But that's the problem.
You have a point. I see your point that they're similar, except the only difference is, which you already know, is that one has a superpower, the other one doesn't. But they're pretty much the same. If you put superheroes in the Fast and the Furious, it's a superhero movie.
But I'm not arguing that. What I'm trying to say is that, and I know what his argument is because he's done to me already. This has been talked about before here.
Is it because the main characters are people?
No.
Anyway, so by the way,
he didn't.
It is actually. It is.
No, because they're mixed.
Yeah, these mixed race.
No, but they're minorities.
Yeah, minorities.
That's it. That's another term for it. They are.
Yeah,
you are. We're a minority. We're Hispanics.
We are.
You're Cuban.
He considers himself white.
You're a white Cuban
because of his.
What's
your point?
I'm trying to get it. The franchise is what it is. It's getting good reviews because for what it is, it's a good film.
Is it getting good reviews?
Yeah. I don't think so.
No,
I don't.
Let's take a look here.
I don't think it did
because again,
My name is Paul.
It has a 56 on Metacritic.
Oh wow,
it's terrible, man.
Check Rotten.
I'm telling you, Rotten Tomatoes. I'd have to pull it up here. Hold on, Rotten Tomatoes. But that's my problem: is that movie should not be what a superhero movie is.
I don't see the difference between that and Die Hard. Yes.
Again, John McClane.
Everything's good.
No, it's working.
But it wasn't working before.
No, but we.
It wasn't. Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was off. It was off.
Oh, good. You're lucky.
Oh, good.
You got saved.
I got saved.
But then it looks like I'm a crazy
from
person
saying that
with
you
nobody.
love Paul and
Paul got saved.
Oh shit! Paul got saved.
What are we doing? We're looking for the reviews.
Just go for Rotten Tomatoes.
Who gives a fuck? The movie's shit, anyways. So, what made you see it? You see it because somebody you knew wanted to go watch.
My dad really wanted.
So he
to watch
likes those movies.
That's 67%.
There you go.
Still
he likes those.
Movies. Higher than Man of Steel.
I know, but it's still not good though. So go ahead. What were you saying, Robert?
That my cousin and I were talking about it, and before that, I went to see it with my cousin and my brother. We went to see the Fast 8, and we were looking at our watches, like, when the fuck is this shit gonna end? When we went to see Guardians of the Galaxy 2, none of us looked at our watch because it was such a fucking good movie. Fun. You like that segue there, huh? I went from Fast and Furious to fucking Guardians.
Movie. Let's talk Guardians.
Shit too good.
Let's talk Guardians.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What do you thought about it?
I loved it, man. I like the first one better. So the first one is still my favorite Marvel movie.
What did you like better in the first one?
The story. I thought the story was better, and I thought the characters were better in the first one. In this one, I thought it was funnier.
Yeah?
Like, probably a lot funnier in this one, even though the first one was
funny. Yeah. I would agree.
You, Erla?
It's a good movie.
Did you like this one more? Or
no, not really.
No?
Not really.
I mean, you didn't like it? Or you did like it, but...
I liked it. It was a good movie,
but the first one was better in your...
yeah, the first one was better. This one's a good movie. I think it was very flawed. It took a lot of steps down from the first one, but it's just my opinion.
Do you have one flaw that you can think of? That put you off?
It's just a lot of... It's just like, the ending kind of salvaged it a lot, but I did find myself looking at my watch until I got there. Star-Lord wasn't really that interesting in this film until the very end. A lot of the time was spent, here I am with my dad in the planet. Right. Bautista was pretty much just a joke in the entire movie. He didn't do anything in the entire movie.
It was hilarious, though.
He was hilarious.
But he didn't do any action, nothing.
I mean, it was just like, it felt a little hollow. Once again, with me with Marvel films, it feels like I'm getting a little tired of everything so subtle.
Right.
Setting up.
This didn't feel like a setup to me, though, at all.
You thought it felt like a standalone?
Yeah.
How so?
Yeah, what is it setting up? I mean, aside from the end credits, because I think we've had this
I didn't think the end credits were too much of a setup like in other movies.
No, the only thing it sets up is Adam Warlock. But even in the actual movie itself, because my problem is when they set up too much during the actual movie. You're always going to have those after credit scenes that are going to tease you for the next movie.
Right.
But if you're setting things up like Civil War, for example, was setting up the rift between Tony Stark and Steve Rogers for the next movie, but they never pay it off in this movie. He sends him a FedEx letter and everything's okay or not. Yeah. I mean, it's not okay, but it just doesn't like that. That to me leaves you a little anticlimactic and a little,
you have a point.
Disappointed.
Going back to him, I agree with you and to Erlen with that a lot. Some of the characters didn't have a lot to do, but my initial viewing of the movie, which was with both of you guys, I love the movie.
Look, in the end,
thinking about it,
in the end, the film was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was what it was.
But at the same time, it's like it almost feels like Marvel is saving certain characters for something grander, but it's already been. When did Avengers 1 first come out?
2012 or
no? It was the same year as The Dark Knight. So it was
2012. Right,
The Dark Knight Rises. The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight was 2008.
That was Iron Man.
All right.
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Positive.
All right. So 2012.
Yeah.
Right.
I think Avengers was first, like a month before Dark Knight Rises. But go ahead.
That's probably what it is. Dark Knight Rises, Avengers are
they're close.
Let me see what year.
Do you guys feel like maybe Marvel? It's always fun. Marvel is hands down way better than what DC is doing.
That's what appeals to me. That DC is missing a step when it comes to the fun factor for me, in my opinion.
I agree, and I want Marvel to stay doing what it's doing, but I do want them to change up certain things. Like, for example, one of the things that bothers me now, again, spoilers, but in the end of the movie, in Guardians...
By the way, this whole episode might have spoilers, so we're not going to say it again.
There's not much to spoil.
Yeah, these movies
With
are
all due respect, there's not really much to spoil.
But in the end of the movie, when Star-Lord's dad reveals that he killed Star-Lord's mom...
Except that point.
That's a pretty big spoiler.
That was a pretty bad spoiler.
Yeah, but we already said it.
But when he said that he killed Star-Lord's mom, and then Star-Lord just flips out and shoots him, I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
It's a pretty like intense moment.
Right.
And then it gets undercut by Kurt Russell turning into David Hasselhoff,
right,
to pay off something earlier in the movie that wasn't really that great a joke.
Right.
And it didn't make sense. Like, you have something serious happening, and then all of a sudden he's going to turn into
with all the good villains in Marvel, and I'm talking about not just the villains on Earth. I'm talking about villains on the galactic universe that Marvel has created. Right. The fact that they kind of just half-assed a villain. There's not really a villain that much of in the comics. But he is the villain in this movie because they kind of go, well, we need a bad guy, but I don't want to use any of these people right here because maybe we might need them down the line. I mean, to me, that kind of bothers me because Marvel has been half-assing the villains for quite some time.
That is the weak point that I have talked about in their movies. If I were to say a big flaw in Marvel is their villains, except for Loki. Which for some miracle they got right. And
it's just, and that's what I mean by it feels like they're always worrying about the end sequence, what's gonna happen. Right. But the fact is that they're gonna continuously make movies.
Yeah. All right.
They're always gonna have a grander plan. Right. Just, it's almost like they're going, okay, so eventually we'll be done with Thanos. We need somebody else for after.
Right.
So I'm just saying, it's like
a phase.
It's almost like
the film is phase 3 now.
The film itself felt a little hollow compared to the first one.
And yes,
I agree with that.
Once again, none of the characters really have much to do except Star-Lord, and even then, he was kind of a backseat to the story of his father.
Yeah,
and his lineage and where does he come from. And in the end, I go to see a film like that, and when I loved the best thing about the first film was the characters. And now the characters literally, they're funny.
Right.
But that's where it ended. there was more for the film, meaning that we didn't get anything extra out of Rocket.
No real growth.
Rocket is still Rocket.
Right,
Rocket,
besides the Yondu moment,
right? But the Rocket,
Yondu evolved.
He did.
Yondu evolved, but
Yondu was great.
But at the same time, there was nothing that go. Look, they're growing as a group.
Right. I mean, Rocket, I agree with you. Rocket is the only one that I think had a little bit of a growth.
Just a little.
At the end.
Just a little.
But it still gets undercut again by that humor. Because then he goes, oh, are they going to pay us money or something when they're attacking the ship at the end? And Star-Lord tells him, like, and he's like, oh, it's a joke.
I'm okay with that, but a lot of the film was them separate.
Yeah, it was.
And I feel like, you want to see them
together. Like at the beginning was fun, man.
Yeah.
The Kurt Russell thing, I liked him as a villain. I actually like Kurt Russell. The problem I had with Kurt Russell, it wasn't really a problem, but I think part of the problem with him was that you really didn't know him that well, because ultimately everything was a lie. Everything was just a setup for him.
And then
to
in
turn
the
on
end,
his son.
you kind of knew he was going to turn on his son.
You knew he was going to be the villain. Yeah, you knew that. But you didn't know why. You didn't know what happened. Why? What did he really feel about the mom? You didn't know any of that stuff, because ultimately they tried to save it as a twist, but it didn't really work as a twist because it wasn't. It wasn't shocking to me. I know it wasn't shocking to you or you.
That's one of the things that.
You see what I did there right there? I just turned them 2 against Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
No, I love the movie.
No, I still enjoyed the movie.
I still love the movie.
And I know what you're saying. You're saying it's not terrible.
I had fun, but I'm just saying I'm getting tired of Marvel's future vision.
Right, which is
what formulaic. Yeah.
Everything is always.
Which is the same.
Oh, what's next? And what's next?
The same formula they've had for 10 years or three phases.
And that's what I'm saying. It worked. It worked, but it's been already 10 years.
Right. And somebody asked Kevin Feige, the head of Marvel, that question recently. What are you going to do after the Avengers 3? What are you going to do after phase 3 ends? He's like, we're going to do big changes. We've heard the fans what they want, and we're going to try to incorporate that in phase 4. It's going to be like, according to him, something like completely new, which is what you guys are saying. I hope he does. I hope he takes that into consideration, that he shouldn't save all these, like you said, villains for future movies. Just do it, but do it right. You don't have to kill them off in the movie. You can keep them around.
Right. Yeah, I think that's part of the problem too, is killing them off.
Killing them off.
You don't have to kill them off. Look at Thanos. Thanos has had so many versions of him in the comics. Mm-hmm. That's the great thing about a villain, is that the villains stop, but you never really stop him.
And as we mentioned, we need a villain that evolves.
Yeah.
We've seen Loki evolve. Through what, 3 movies?
Or he kind of disappeared.
4 movies?
3 movies, because you had Thor, Avengers, and Thor 2.
Right. So we're going to see him again in Thor 3.
Yeah.
And Ragnarok.
And that's going to be his last one, supposedly.
Oh, really?
So hopefully we need a villain that evolves. We need a villain or somebody in the phase 4 that just...
It's my own fault, because I'm always looking up these news and things, but I hate the fact that we know a lot of times the contracts of these people and whether they're going to do another movie or not, because then you just figure out he's not going to do another movie.
And
he's
remember that issue happened with Robert Downey after Avengers 2? No, not after Avengers 2. After Iron Man 3. He's like, he wasn't sure he was going to come back for the Avengers 2. And then which makes me think maybe he shouldn't have, because the movie sucked. I mean, Avengers 2 to me is one of the weakest of the Marvel movies. Up there.
I enjoyed it.
Age of Ultron?
But I think it had too much setup.
I didn't like it too much.
Your problem
it
earlier.
was better than Civil War. It was better than Guardians 2.
I disagree.
Whether you enjoy it or not, I don't know. But it had a stronger villain, a better climax. It had more depth within those characters. It just probably took itself a little bit too serious. But in hindsight, whether you enjoy it or not, it's all based on opinion. But in hindsight, it was, in my opinion,
better.
It was technically a better film.
Yeah. I have to watch it. I think because I only saw it once. Yeah. Maybe I'm being
when you see
harsh
on it. A lot of people want to see Avengers 2 and they're comparing it to the first one, but you're never gonna catch
it was the hype. That's the issue. The first one,
but you did do things that even Joss Whedon himself said he was forced to do, and he regrets having to
but that's every Marvel film.
Not
Yeah.
really.
Every Marvel film has ties attached. There has to be a setup for something else.
Yes, they do. But I'm talking about the first one didn't have many of that, and when it did, it made sense. When you watch halfway through the movie that Thor goes into the well and then gets the visions of the Infinity Stones, and you're like, what the hell does this have to do with anything going on in the movie right now?
But after Joss Whedon did a Avengers sequel, and he complained, and Kevin Feige was involved in the complaint, I feel that after Avengers Age of Ultron was released, Marvel kind of took it easier on the directors. They didn't put a lot of restrictions because then the movies after that, the directors didn't come out complaining as much or didn't feel like there was a lot of like Guardians, for example. I felt that Guardians 1 and 2, Marvel said, James Gunn, do whatever the fuck you want. Because we don't know they probably, I mean, to me, it feels like he did whatever they want because, like you're saying, it's funnier. There's certain things that you like, you don't like.
But I think they still, I think they still have mandates. Like, I'm sure they told them include Thanos.
You can't use the...
Even though he's going to sit down the entire movie and not do anything.
Right.
Mind you, again, it's my favorite Marvel movie, but even though he's sitting down not doing anything, include Thanos.
But that's just one scene. We're talking about, like, a fucking big act that Joss Whedon complained that he had to cut out of the movie. Which is pretty much, I think he said the second act. And they asked him, are you going to release an extended cut? Because there was a rumor of an extended cut. He's like, I have half an hour of extra footage, which Marvel's never going to release.
Yeah.
He said himself that he would like to release it, but Marvel's not going to do it.
Well, after Avengers 2, though, was Ant-Man, too. But Ant-Man, I don't remember Ant-Man...
A lot of bad history.
Ant-Man has set up Ant-Man has set up to Civil War.
No. I'm not talking about the setup stuff. I'm saying
the history.
The history with the directors.
Before they made
remember what happened with Edgar Wright? Edgar Wright wanted to do his own thing, and Marvel didn't want him to do it, so they kicked him off. Or not kicked him out. He quit.
According to him, he quit.
So I don't know if they. I mean, I guess in a way they kind of like Scott Derrickson with Doctor Strange.
Right.
That didn't really feel like a setup. I'm trying to think, but I don't remember it feeling like a setup to me at all.
When it comes to Scott Derrickson of Doctor Strange, I knew of him before, and I've seen he mostly like horror movies, right?
Yeah,
that's where he started.
Did horror movies.
So when I heard he was being picked for this, I'm like, okay, this is because Marvel probably doesn't trust any director or no director has stepped up, so they want a director that they could control. And Scott Derrickson to me felt like one of those directors. I mean, to me, he didn't have a unique vision in Doctor Strange because I saw Inception. I think he saw a Christopher Nolan movie and just copied a lot of the visuals for it. That's not a unique director to me.
Once again,
it wasn't a bad movie, but it could have been. It could have stood out.
Marvel hasn't hired any established directors of Joss Whedon.
Right, there you go.
All right, everybody's been.
And even then, what did Joss Whedon do? Serenity, and also, of course, Buffy and
but he has a history, like 20 years in Hollywood.
Yeah, 20 years in Hollywood.
Now they're getting this young director. Now they're getting this young directors, up and coming director. Right. Play by our rules. They groom them. It's better than what DC is doing, though, because what DC is doing
it's a mess.
It's a mess. It's horrible.
Although, and Erlen's gonna have a comeback to this.
No, go ahead. I like comebacks.
But have you heard Twitter?
What about it?
The social media embargo was lifted for early Wonder Woman reviews.
Yeah,
and everybody's saying
I tweeted about it.
Everybody's saying it's great.
Yes, that's what I was gonna. Good thing you read my mind. So
Batman v Superman had the same exact reaction.
Somebody,
I think from executives only though.
Somebody on Twitter or Facebook, I don't remember which one, but got into a conversation with me and told me directly. I think it was my. I forgot who it was. My bad if I forget your name. I think Mark. So Mark, he said, "Oh look, it's getting the good reviews." So I replied to him and said, "Yeah, that's usually because from what I've read online, that studios release the positive reviews early. I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, but Batman vs Superman, a week or two before release, it had 70%, 80% reviews. Mm-hmm. 2 days before the release, they held the negative reviews 2 days before so that people could forget or not look. 2 days, it would drop to 27, 28%. I was like, holy fuck, that's a big drop.
That was on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, and Suicide Squad, same shit. It was like 70%, 75%.
I remember.
2 days before, guess what happens? Fucking 30%.
I remember with Suicide Squad, Batman.
So I told him that. I told Mark, that's the negative reviews, you're going to see them couple days, maybe a day before the movie was released.
But I'm talking about the social media.
I mean, it was
the reviews. But
it was the same. It was still the same thing with them. It was positive.
Yeah, it was positive. That's what I'm getting at.
No, but this is the thing with Because
and they can't really review it. They can just say, I like it or I hate it. That's all they can say in the embargo for Twitter.
No,
it's 140
they can
characters.
get a little deeper. Like, people are saying this is the best DCU movie, which is not
right,
so much.
But
Although Man of Steel was great.
It's not a 700 word review. It's only 140 characters.
But the thing with Batman v Superman is I remember specifically reading an article that people were the executives were complaining that they thought the movie, something was wrong with the movie, because I remember getting nervous. Because it's stupid, but I love these.
But yeah, I
these
think
characters.
that was like 2 days before you went to see it.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I remember that.
No. But going back to it, then I remember hearing another rumor that executives at Warner Brothers stood up and gave it a standing ovation.
That's what I heard.
But that's executives.
Right.
Now, I don't remember. Again, maybe
and we don't know what cut they saw, because remember there was a 4-hour cut.
I don't remember.
Yeah, probably. We talked about it last time.
I don't remember what the general public during the social media embargo.
You're so hopeful.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Lifted what they said. That's what I'm talking about.
I remember.
I hope Wonder Woman.
I remember a little bit. It was mostly positive. It's the same thing. Like I was telling him on the internet.
Mostly, right?
It was just mostly positive. The negative reviews. This is not only DC.
Mm-hmm.
Fast and Furious had mostly positive up until a couple days before. Then you see the big drop. Negative. It's just studios do that when
you look so hard. You look so heartbroken.
I'm really not. No, I'm really not, because I'm not agreeing with you guys on this. That's the thing.
I read a couple.
No, it's okay.
I'm just listening, but I don't.
You just wait for watch the movie, and then you go, man, this movie's a piece of shit.
When the movie comes out and it's a piece of shit, it's a piece of shit.
It's a piece of shit, yeah.
But
if it happens,
but the thing is, you're saying mostly positive,
right?
This has been all positive. There's not one bad review that anybody has come out and said.
Here's what
that's my.
Here's when I'm going to step in. So one of the critics, I forgot who it was. Somebody made a side-by-side comparison. He reviewed, I forgot, another movie, and that I think it was Man of Steel. So I like Man of Steel, and this guy gave it a good review. So he came for the Wonder Woman, I forgot his name, and said it was a good review. So going by that critic, maybe it's good because he liked Man of Steel and I liked it, so we have something in common. Now, it's still the possibility. Come a couple of days before the release. When's the release? June 3rd? June 2nd? Yeah, 2 weeks from now. That it might be bad. Now, I'm hoping that it's good. Good. I really want... Here's a couple of reasons. I want this movie to be good because, A, it's a female superhero. We've never had a female superhero
by
be
herself,
successful. I mean, the Elektra spinoff shit.
Garbage.
Like, I don't even know what other ones. There was a bunch of shit that was garbage. So, A, I want that to happen. Mm-hmm. Second, it's a female director.
Yeah, Patty Jenkins.
So, that's also good because a lot of female actors and directors complain that they don't feel equal in Hollywood, that it's still run by men. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
This is my feminist side, so,
No, I agree with you. I think it's a great thing.
Nothing weird or...
No, I don't find that weird at all.
Even though I don't have anything with homosexuals,
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that at all.
but that's one positive reason that I want the movie to succeed. Besides it being a good movie, which so far a couple of these tweets are saying is good.
That's my thing. I did read one review from a guy who it was the same thing like you said. He was positive on Man of Steel, hated Batman v Superman, and hated Suicide Squad,
and like this.
And love this.
That's what I'm saying.
And he called this the best of the DCU. That's why
I hope it is. I mean, I don't think it can go worse than Batman versus Superman or Suicide Squad. I don't think there could be a worse movie than that.
That's why when you ask me, like,
I mean, Suicide Squad was pretty bad.
Was fucking terrible, man.
But when you ask me if this makes me hopeful, I'm telling you damn right.
I have a little hope. Am
I
I crazy to run and see it opening night? No, I'll probably see it. Well, that's good for you.
At least opening weekend.
Weekend, maybe, but not opening night like a midnight or some shit. Like,
I mean, it's pretty long. It's 2 hours and a half, man.
I don't care. I'm still gonna watch it.
So those are my expectations. Yeah. That's what I want it to succeed. I want this to show DC like, oh look, we have a strong female character, and we did right. A number one movie or a very positive reviewed movie, a good director, capable. There was another woman director that they hired, and she quit. She didn't see eye to eye.
Michelle McLaren. She's the one who directed episodes of Breaking Bad.
Okay, so she left the project.
Yeah.
There was a second one that left the project too.
I don't remember.
This is the third one that Warner Brothers kind of said, okay, you got the job.
Look, I really hope Wonder Woman is good because, in my opinion, Wonder movie deserves a great film. But I'm not high on it because I'm sorry, DC is pretty much been sucking.
Can you do me a favor and open the door? Just get the doorknob. It's my brother. He doesn't have his. Don't worry, we're gonna try to edit this out if it's possible.
Oh,
the door opening. If not, we'll keep it because it's funny. Yeah. There you go. So yeah, earlier what you're saying, you hope it succeeds. I agree.
Why not? I just hope it's good.
Yeah.
Why not?
It can't go worse than what we said.
Do you hope it succeeds though, or no?
Eh?
Do you hope it succeeds?
Yeah. But I hope Justice League.
Oh, you thought he was fucking with you?
No. Because you said you hope it succeeds, and he goes, I hope it's good.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Good.
I hope Justice League sucks balls though.
Oh, that's what I'm hoping for.
I'm
sorry.
I'm hoping. I'm sorry. I hate it.
I'm not hoping for that.
I look at Justice League and it looks like Power Rangers.
I think it may.
It looks like Power Rangers.
I don't have as much hope for that as I do for Wonder Woman. But I'm not hoping it sucks, man. I want this thing to succeed.
I hope he sucks.
I want him to write the shit.
I hope he bombs.
I
hope he makes no money. And they go, you know what? Let's keep going.
Sure.
If DC was smart enough to actually go and listen to the feedback. Did they make Justice League at the same time with Wonder Woman?
They were filming close
were
to
they
the
side
same
by
time,
side?
but I think Wonder Woman.
So if they can't really do anything much now, there's only 4 months away 5 months until Justice League.
And when they got Jeff Johns and the other
they
guy,
can't do reshoots right now, or they could.
They could do whatever they want. It's Hollywood.
I mean, they did reshoots for Rogue One 6 months before it was released.
Yeah, I mean,
when they got Jeff Johns,
which I didn't like Rogue One either. But
you didn't like Rogue One?
It wasn't. It was okay.
You were talking about it that you liked it. That you liked.
No,
it.
he likes Force Awakens.
No, I know he likes Force Awakens better, but he said he did like Rogue One. And then remember we had to refresh him on the characters, and he's like, I don't remember any of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But he didn't like it. He didn't like it.
It was okay.
It was
very hollow.
I think he's being a little harder on it now than he was when he first saw it.
No, I agree with what. I mean, I remember.
You can always compare.
No. I'm talking about when he first saw it because I was with him. When he saw it.
Well, things have changed. Like I saw.
I didn't like it that much. It was okay. I thought it was.
I saw Avengers: Age of Ultron once. I didn't quite enjoy it, but maybe if I see it again for my second time, I might enjoy it. I don't know.
Yeah, things change. I did like Amazing Spider-Man 2. I loved Amazing Spider-Man.
That was horrible.
Yeah, that I loved it the first time.
Now I have a hard time watching it.
You can't watch it.
I hated it from the beginning, and you know that to be a fact.
But you hate a lot of things though, so it's hard to.
I'm a realist.
He's a realist.
I don't convince myself to like anything.
He really does hate everything. So it's kind of hard.
I mean,
there's a couple of movies that I think he loved.
Yeah, no. Well, love. I don't know.
Go.
As a kid, you told me you loved.
As a kid,
or in high school.
He's become jaded since then.
I know you like The Crow.
Yeah,
he loves The Crow.
I still like The Crow.
And I love the movie. It's not a bad movie.
Yeah,
is it perfect? No. Is it terrible? No. It's a good movie for what it is. And I'm glad that
and what remake, it is a great movie.
Yeah, and I'm glad that fucking remake they've been trying to do for the last 10 years so far stopped. Like, there's no remake right now. Oh my god!
I forgot who was attached to.
There was like
the actor
3 actors attached.
Bradley Cooper.
He was
Bradley Cooper was one,
but the last one was the guy from Dracula Untold, Luke Evans. He was the last one attached.
Yeah, you're right.
He's a good actor.
Then he is. I like him. He should get. I mean, I don't know. I think he should get more roles, but he was the last one attached.
He'll be a Marvel or DC superhero
very soon.
one of these days. Yeah, they all are.
He might already be, and we wouldn't even know it.
But
yeah,
but yeah, the Wonder Woman news was. I found it to be kind of funny because I'm like, yeah, this is typical positive. A week or two before, yeah. Again, I hope it succeeds. Yeah.
It's kind of funny because I actually went to look up the reviews right now, looking for a negative review to
Wonder Woman
just to throw
it at your face.
I know.
And what popped in my Joblo.
Oh, what did he say?
Oh, they can't really talk about it, but they said pretty much good things.
Good, yeah,
positive.
A real review is coming soon.
Right. Exactly.
Maybe Disney did something good.
I like that website. So that website, sometimes they review movies that I agree with, and sometimes they review movies that I'm like, well, that's a fucking bad review. Like, I don't agree with that. Like they'll say like, oh, this movie sucked, and I'm like, I fucking loved it.
Like what movie?
I'm trying to remember the last movie that happened.
I'm pretty sure they're right.
I think because they usually have 2 or 3 reviews. One of them said that the last Planet of the Apes, what's it called? Dawn?
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
He gave it like a fucking. That's why I don't agree with giving it like 1 to 10. I either say it's good or shit or whatever. But he gave it a 6 out of 10. I'm like, this is like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
I like the movie. It's not
great.
perfect, but I thought it was better than the first Planet.
I don't know
all the
about
new ones.
that.
The
I don't
first
know.
one
The
was
first one was pretty damn
The
fantastic.
first
cool.
one was
man.
good. I like it, but I enjoyed
And it was a
this one more.
surprise for me. Like
Oh,
I was
of
like,
course.
oh my
I
god, this
don't
is
know.
amazing.
What happened to that director, man?
Isn't he?
What was his name?
No, Matt Reeves is. Yeah,
It's the new one.
that's the one that's
He
directing.
didn't do the
Batman,
first
right?
one.
He didn't do the
No.
No.
Rupert something. directed
Yeah,
the
what
first
happened?
one. I
Rupert?
don't know.
Maybe he needs to come work for Marvel.
Or DC.
Nah, you don't want to work for DC. Do you see what the Flash looks like in the film? He looks like a Power Ranger.
Yeah, dude.
That's Erlin's go-to.
Speaking of
insult,
Power
is
Rangers,
he
I gotta
look like
mention
Power
that
Rangers.
the Power Rangers sequel is not gonna happen. This
I
movie
heard,
bombed
because of China.
It made money here in America, like 80 million, but the budget was 100, and it did like 5 million in China, which is like crap.
Yeah.
Did they try Afghanistan?
Yeah, they don't have a
Oh.
cinema over there, unfortunately.
Did they try Russia?
for them? Yeah, it bombed in Russia,
Cuba?
Sounds.
Cuba too. Cuba cubano
Sounds
dice
pretty
eso es una
appropriate.
mierda.
Look,
So,
Justice League looks bad, man. It just looks
Which
like
one?
Justice
League.
League. I feel like DC the universe has no real vision. It really has no real vision.
But that's
maybe I stop.
It's-
No. You stop.
Let me
because
finish
that
my.
changed
Let me
when
finish.
they hired
Let me
Jeff
finish.
Johns.
Finish your
Oh,
thought.
Jeff Johns! Look at
Yes.
his resume.
Go finish.
Look, maybe Wonder Woman might be the one film they go awesome,
right,
right?
right.
This whole
But then they
But in
have
the end-
5 months to fix Justice League. It's kind of hard to fix a movie in
you
5
can't
months.
fix a movie in
can't.
5 months unless you reshoot an entire
They
movie with a
tried-
whole
right.
new script.
And they tried that with Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad came out last August or September, and in May they were doing reshoots. I'm like, okay, that's 3 months before the release.
Yeah, that was close.
They added more humor. That's it. The humor didn't do anything. The movie was still shit.
No. And they copied the ending of Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
Yeah, we talked about that.
about it before.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and then in
That
the
was
previous,
But
that was
the
funny.
Justice League is probably it's Zack Snyder again. He did Batman v Superman and it was terrible.
Yeah.
right.
So this might suck.
It
But
might.
I'm still.
When the
hopeful.
fuck is he gonna leave
most
fucking
like-
DC?
most likely
And-
will
Hopefully
suck.
soon. And all of this happened before they got finally some direction in there.
But-
now the direction might be the worst shit in the world that could have happened to it,
Cor-
but it might also be the greatest. You can't lose anything now
No.
because it is what it is.
correct me.
It could only get better from here, right?
Maybe I'm wrong or whatever. Let me know. But before they even filmed Justice League 1, they were planning to do it back to back with Zack Snyder. Then before they started filming, they said, "No, we're gonna stop back to back. We're gonna see how this one does."
Part 1 and part 2.
Right. We're gonna
Yeah.
see how the first one does, and then we're gonna wait a year and start filming the second one. So that leads me to believe, like what you're saying, that hopefully they fire Zack after part 1 or don't renew his contract
already
and
fired
get
him.
somebody else for part 2.
I think it's possible. And funny, keeping in the same DC universe, and this is where I think like they're gonna have to push this back. But the Flash is supposed to come out March of 2018. It only
His solo film.
The director left, so they
So
don't
they
have a
have
director
nobody.
tied
Man,
to it.
they're doing fantastic.
Right now they're looking at Robert Zemeckis, which I think would be awesome.
Yes,
that
I
would
heard about
They're
never
that.
looking
happen.
at Matthew Vaughn. And,
That
I
would
heard
never
about that.
happen.
and Sam Raimi.
Wait,
That's possible.
That's what they're looking
the
at.
Sam Raimi is possible because he's not doing
He's not
much,
doing shit.
except for the producer and occasionally directing
For the show?
Ash vs.
Yeah.
Evil Dead, which is a great show, by the
That
way.
is such a great show.
That is a
I just
fucking-
want
have
to
you
say
seen it?
that.
No, I'm not big into horror.
Have you seen all of?
I
didn't see
saw the first season, then I go, you know what?
I haven't seen the last
Comcast
two.
is expensive. Let me take out stars.
I haven't seen the last 2 episodes of season 2, but up until season 2, which I won't spoil, is fucking great.
It's fantastic.
It's fucking great.
It's very well done.
Yeah.
Right now, but you know,
But that's what Sam Raimi's done. He hasn't really done a movie in I don't know how many
In
years.
a long time.
Yeah. And,
So-
no, wait. The
Drag
last
Me to
movie he
Hell
did
was the last
The
one,
Wizard
right?
of Oz.
that was pretty bad.
Oh
prequel.
yeah,
Yeah, it was shit.
the
It wasn't
Great
that
and
good.
Powerful Oz
The
with
Great
James Franco.
Oz, or- yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was pretty bad.
It wasn't good.
Yeah, it was a
But
bad movie.
I see Sam Raimi possibly directing it.
Which will be very campy.
A big rumor
very-
that people
I
said.
would love Robert.
I don't see
Zemeckis
Matthew
though.
Vaughn doing it.
I would. Love
I don't see
Robert
Matthew.
Zemeckis.
Robert Zemeckis might do it because
Would be
he's
amazing.
been doing all these CG cartoons that suck.
Actually, he
Well,
stopped
no,
doing
he's
that.
done Flight, and then he did what
The
was
Walk.
the other movie? The
Flight
Walk.
was good,
And Allied.
but The Wall
Yeah.
wasn't like,
Yeah,
well
Allied.
received or a big smash.
The Walk.
The Walk.
Yeah, that one. The
Yeah.
Wall.
Yeah, and then Allied, which wasn't well received either.
that wasn't received.
I don't see Robert Zemeckis doing the
I would
Flash
love him to do a
at
comic
all.
book movie.
Man,
I
me
think he
too.
would be great if he can go back to his 1980s mentality and do something like that. That would be great. You okay? You can lower this if you want. Just hold this and bring it down.
Now I want to get it closer to me.
Oh, yeah, go.
There you go. Better.
But,
look at him look his info up.
No, I was
his
looking
notes,
at the
he has
notes
notes.
of
He
what I
came
was
prepared.
going to talk about
There
next, or the topics that we were talking
The
about.
topics.
he came prepared.
All your topics will pretty much lead to down the same road.
Not
Down
really.
the same road. Oh, the soundtrack. Did you enjoy the soundtrack for Guardians 1 or 2?
Oh, one.
I mean, I
One I
wasn't
thought
even
was
paying
better.
attention, to be
No,
honest.
you really. You were just focused on the movie.
I was just looking at the movie.
One I thought was better. I think in this one,
I like the 1-for-1.
I think they repeated too many
Yeah.
tracks in different parts. Like the same song that when they go to leave with Ego
Mm-hmm.
is the same song they use when he like finally powers up and then charges at Ego.
I do want to state for whoever, what is it, 30 people hearing this podcast.
Yeah.
There's more.
More
We're
than
criticizing Guardians.
This is a
Guys, this is what we don't get paid to do, to criticize.
Right.
I'm not
But in
criticizing Guardians.
hindsight,
No, we're giving our
I'm
opinions.
saying it's just an opinion.
Right.
Oh.
We're dissecting the film. In hindsight, it's a good film. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a
So
very
all
fun
Marvel films are fun. They're all flawed, but they're all fun. So from
Yeah.
an extreme fan point, you're gonna get in there and you're gonna critique it. I want this and I want that, but in the end, it's a good film.
For me, it's always
Right.
been worth seeing in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the one I liked the least was Civil War. I don't know why I hated Civil War. I was seeing Civil War and I was acknowledging it was a good film, but I just wasn't into it at all. Until Spider-Man came out. I got really into Spider-Man and he left.
I got really upset. I love
That
I loved it as I'm
Spider-Man,
watching it, and Spider-Man was
that
fantastic.
Spider-Man movie is going to be fantastic.
That's what I can't wait for.
I mean, that's going to be
Yeah,
fantastic.
it
That's
More than
going to be...
anything.
Yeah, good luck, Sony, going after that.
Yeah, I know. And they're doing Venom with Tom Hardy,
Tom Hardy.
which
It was
I-
it broke news today.
I really wanted Venom to be in a
Did you-
Spider-Man movie, not in its own movie.
But it's still Sony and Marvel.
no, not
No,
Marvel.
it's just Sony.
Just
So
Sony.
Marvel said it.
What do you mean Marvel said it?
Marvel's
Yeah?
it's
I guess somebody didn't finish
yeah,
reading
I
the
posted it, and
story.
You
Wait
freaking
a
liked
minute.
it.
Because
clicked
That's my thing. Is I want to see this, and I was telling Erlen the same thing. Like this little tiny skinny Spider-Man fighting freaking
Bane?
jacked up Bane. Yeah, that's Venom. Like I think visually that's going to be interesting to see those two
Man, anything with Tom Hardy is
go
good,
toe to
man.
It
toe.
is
Yeah.
good.
I mean, he's such a good freaking actor,
I don't think
right?
he's made anything that's negative in my opinion. Although
Oh,
some would
but-
agree, like
I don't
But
think
did
that's,
you
I
know-
don't think that's
everybody know
possible.
they hated
But
Mad
did
Max.
you know he was signed on originally? And mind you, this could be a sign of his perception.
Right.
But he was signed on.
Last
originally
year
in
he was
Suicide Squad.
yes, he was.
He was going to be Rick Flag in Suicide Squad.
And then he dropped out. I mean,
Which-
He
good
said it was a
hindsight.
scheduling
Yeah.
conflict, and that made him drop
is-
out. Which I think is bullshit. I think he read the script. He was like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, I hope that's the case, man. Because I just felt
And
like
I-
if he's Venom, then it's like okay.
and I hope
maybe-
that he read the script of Venom, or they gave him a summary, and they're like, "This is what it is," and he's like, "Oh, I fucking love that. I want to do it."
I mean, if Marvel is on, that's kind of cool because that means that the second Spider-Man film might be a mesh.
crossover. That'd be awesome. I would love to see that. I am excited for Michael Keaton though. As the
Yeah,
Vulture.
it looks good.
He's a good actor.
It looks good. I mean, I'm not a fan of any Spider-Man film, to be
So
honest.
Tom
No.
Hardy is Venom for the new Sony and Marvel, directed by Ruben Fleischer, who directed Zombieland.
But who said that? Who posted that? Because I
Joe
remember
Blow said it, and somebody else, but I don't remember the other website.
But isn't
That's
everything
great
Marvel
if it
though?
is.
Everything carries the Marvel logo.
No. So
They do, yeah.
no,
Even
yeah,
the
they do.
Wolverine and X-Men movies.
So
do.
maybe that's what
but-
they mean.
Maybe it could be.
You know, that's not really
I
that.
don't know.
You know,
Clear.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's already if you're gonna have a Venom movie without a Spider-Man, then which is fine, but you're already going against what the actual story is, which he gets his suit. Eddie Brock gets
Yeah,
his
but
suit
Marvel-
from Peter.
From
Okay,
Peter.
but Marvel
Right.
could go in a different direction. Look at Aunt May. Aunt May
So-
does completely
Fine.
different.
So-
that's absolutely fine. But I'm saying
here's what
it kind of leads to the maybe they're
Here-
not connected.
here's what they should
Or
do.
they're doing something
They should
different.
connect it. They should
They
have.
might. I hope
They
hope
should
that's
have
what
a
it is.
universe. And the beginning of the movie, they should show that the actor that's playing the new Spider-Man is in Venom. Something happens, and then he gets the suit, and then he leaves. Like he's not in the movie again. Because how they're gonna do the whole introduction faithful to the comics if they don't do it
But
that
they
route.
don't have to be faithful to the
Ah,
comics.
well.
That's the thing.
I mean, what film has been completely faithful to the comic?
Yeah.
That's my thing because I want.
It's just the same universe. It makes sense. To me, it makes sense.
I want to see them do that storyline right because Spider-Man 3 did it. But to have another rehash of Peter Parker getting the suit and then it corrupting him, and then he has to find a way to get it off, and it falls on Eddie Brock, then it's the same.
And Marvel's already saying they're doing things different than what there's already been done.
Yeah, so that's why I'm fine with them doing something different. I just want them to be connected. Maybe
the origins of the suit will be more like Ultimate Spider-Man.
Peter still had the suit first.
I'm talking about the origins, not an alien vessel.
Oh, right. Yeah. It was supposed to be a cure for cancer.
A cure for
or disease,
all diseases.
So is there any other origins to Venom besides the one that I read in the 90s? For that.
No. It's all the same. It's all Peter got the suit.
So the Ultimate Spider-Man.
No, I know, but in the sense that Peter gets the suit first, and then
Peter gets the symbiote suit first,
and then Eddie. Brock
because what he did is it was supposed to be like a cure for cancer,
right? And the
reason landed on Peter Parker, which copied his genetics into the suit,
and then Peter rejected it, which is why Venom is angry at Peter and wants to destroy Peter.
Exactly, because the symbiote is in love with Peter.
Right, he got attached to him, and Peter rejected it. He didn't like the rejection. Romance, how romantic.
Yeah, it's a love story.
But I personally, if I was in charge of Sony, which I'm not, but you never know, I would say, hey, keep them together. They're the same universe. We own it. Why not? Why not have Spider-Man show up and do the whole?
It's kind of like them Marvel sold all their characters in their early
years.
They didn't know what was going to happen.
They were near bankruptcy, man, in the 90s, late 80s too. Wasn't it early 90s?
It is weird though that everything is all like freaking X-Men. Logan would have been great. Or not Logan the movie. Logan the movie was great, but I'm saying Hugh Jackman as Wolverine would have been great in like an Avengers movie or.
Well, the new Avengers. Remember the new Avengers? I mean, those comics were fantastic.
Yeah, you get Luke Cage, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Daredevil,
and Captain America.
And Iron Man.
He's in every Avenger.
That would have been awesome, man. But no,
was Iron Man in the new Avengers? I don't know if he was.
He was.
You mean comic book?
Yeah.
I don't read comic books anymore. Sorry.
I know this is back when you did, though.
Yeah. Oh. I don't know. I don't remember.
No, this was a long time ago. This was
like over 10 years ago.
I stopped reading them in high school, and that was in 99, 2000.
Yeah, that's about the time.
Yeah, I haven't read one since.
You're such a liar.
Yeah.
Raw.
I know.
I mean, look at that right there.
There's an All-Star Superman sitting there.
That's a graphic novel.
I'm sorry.
And Robert's too cool for school. Whoops! What is that over there?
I actually got it because everybody praised it, but I didn't even enjoy it that much.
I liked it. I liked it, but I never collected it. Like not that one. I'm saying I collect the comics.
I mean,
I still collect graphic novels, but I'm saying that particular one.
I didn't even complete it because there's another set after that, and that's only the first volume. It says it there, volume 1.
Oh yeah.
I didn't complete it because I was like, I didn't really.
I think it's 12 issues.
Maybe it's your ADHD. It's hard for you to finish them. I mean, I think. When was the last time you finished anything?
Erlen, if he can sit here and edit.
When was the last time you beat a video game?
The last time I beat a video game was The Last Guardian.
That was...
In February I finished
How many games are you playing right now?
Have you beat Zelda?
Dude, that game's long. No, I'm right now.
You noticed this? That he just bought Zelda, but then he's telling me, I just started playing Prey.
I just got it 3 weeks ago.
Maybe that's the problem, that you're jumping from game to game.
Why don't you stay with Mario Kart 8, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and now
But you don't have ADHD.
But why don't you focus on one game, beat it, and then jump on to the next one?
For example, I'm playing Legend of Zelda, and
you could have finished that before you moved on to Prey.
But then something else tells me, okay, Mario Kart is such a fucking addictive game. Yeah. I go back to it because I want a quick, fun game. With Zelda, I need a couple hours. It takes me a while to get into. When I want to play for like 20 minutes, boom, Mario Kart. I can do one whole cup in 15, 20 minutes done. Be on my way, go to work, go wherever.
Except you're playing Prey.
Yeah, now you're jumping into Prey though.
Did you beat it? Last time I was here, you were saying you were playing Event Horizon Zero Dawn. Did you beat it?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Whatever.
No. He did the same thing last time.
Event Horizon Zero Dawn.
Not the Paul W.S. Anderson film. No.
Who the fuck is Paul Anderson?
The director.
Paul W.S. Anderson. That's the guy who directed Resident Evil, right?
All the Resident Evil except 2 and Mortal Kombat Part 1.
There you
Okay.
go.
That's
who Paul W.S.
I'm not a
Anderson is.
fan. I'm not a fan. I just know the shit movies he's directed. But
Those
you know,
movies are terrible.
He's clearly not a fan.
I have not finished.
He just always
Horizon
has.
Zero
You know what it is?
Dawn.
He always has hope that a Paul W.S. Anderson film is going to be good. He's like, I got to see this.
I mean, I don't think no. There's no way he has hope.
You know that somebody once online confused him for Paul Thomas Anderson?
I know, which is a big difference.
Who's Paul Thomas Anderson?
That's the guy who directed Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Life of Steve Zissou.
No, that's
Royal
Wes Anderson,
Tenenbaums.
buddy.
That's Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson.
Oh shit!
Paul Thomas Anderson and Boogie Nights. There will be blood.
Oh, there you go.
The fucking movie. The
Same difference.
I just
Other
want to say Paul Thomas
Punch
Anderson.
Drunk Love. He did that.
Okay, he's an amazing director.
He
All
is.
his films are great.
Right,
It's the only the only other Adam Sandler movie that I love is Punch Drunk Love and the Wedding Singer
Wedding Singer's
I
fun.
mean, Waterboy was fun.
and Waterboy.
Waterboy is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Everything else was terrible.
Paul Thomas Anderson like fucking directed the shit out of Adam Sandler in that fucking movie because he was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's probably his shortest film too.
It was like
Paul
an hour,
Thomas Anderson's shortest
90
film.
minutes. Yeah,
Right,
the other was
yeah.
like 3
I was
hours.
surprised in the theater. I was going, "Is it over?"
Yeah, I think what?
But I was so ready for a 3-hour long film.
I saw that shit with you.
We did.
We
Yeah.
saw Punch Drunk. Yeah, we saw that shit.
That's
together.
right.
Oh
I
wait,
remember.
Punch Drunk Love is only 90 minutes. You were saying?
Yeah, short.
Yeah.
It's a short
Not
film.
Wedding Singer.
No. But the Punch Drunk is short.
But I really loved Magnolia, man. That's one of those
Magnolia's
films
a good
that
movie.
Magnolia's a
stuck
good
with
movie.
me, man.
That was
Man.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
I gotta
Yes.
start watching more good movies, man. These comic book
Yeah.
movies are ruining me.
They are.
Why
Why doesn't Paul Thomas Anderson direct? What was that movie we were talking about?
Which one?
The one that Robert Zemeckis might do.
Oh,
Flash?
Yeah. Why doesn't he direct?
It'll probably be really boring.
3 hours of the Flash not getting into like superhero form until like the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, have the assistant director do this part. I'm done.
This is the part that I'm bored with.
What is the last thing Paul Thomas Anderson came out with?
That's a good question. Didn't he do one with the Scientology film?
Very simple.
Is that the one with River Phoenix? River
No,
Phoenix.
it's Philip Seymour
Joaquin
Hoffman
Phoenix.
and Joaquin.
Let me tell you, we're all over.
That was a
the place
long
today
time
with
ago,
this.
though.
Oh well, I had a beer. You had a beer. He had water, so the water probably has you buzzed.
No, this is me naturally.
Inherent Vice.
What the fuck is that? Directed or what? Or
Oh
produced?
my god, that was such a bad movie. He directed that? I know he
Joaquin,
got
Joaquin Phoenix. That's the one that you were talking
Wait.
about.
No, but that's not the one we were talking about.
He directed this?
Harry
Yeah, he
Vice,
did.
I
What
saw
is
them. I saw that one was so bad. Mind you, I know it got good reviews, but my wife will agree with me, and my wife is very intelligent.
When was it released?
About 2 years ago?
Okay.
Maybe 2.5. I saw it on cable.
Maybe, but it wasn't like a big.
It wasn't big, and didn't really have his style to it either, which was weird because he has a specific style.
Yeah.
This had more like Spike Jones style, very slow. Interesting.
Maybe Charlie Kaufman wrote it because he's always like buddies with Spike Jones.
I don't even know who the hell Charlie Carpenter is.
He did adaptation.
Yeah, he was the
That
writer.
Jones.
That was a great film.
The Nicolas Cage
Nicolas
played
Cage.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just
when he still made good movies. Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage.
it was very indie. That
Very.
movie.
Yeah.
But what were we talking about?
Let's talk about Nicolas Cage
Paul
for a
Thomas
second. Let's talk about Nicolas Cage for a second.
Nicolas Cage.
What's your favorite Nicolas Cage movie?
I mean, he doesn't know anything about Nicolas Cage.
No, Nicolas.
He's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
acting since the
No,
80s.
don't say The Rock. Don't say Con Air.
No.
Oh, let him say whatever he wants.
Yeah, I
if he
say
likes,
whatever I
if he
want,
likes
right?
him with the Con
Yes,
Air
yeah.
mullet, that's fine.
Don't say Kick-Ass.
He was pretty damn good in King.
No, he's a leading person, like a main.
I don't know.
Player
man.
in
I
the
can't
film.
think of any. What was? I mean, Leaving Las Vegas was a good movie, but I can't remember that.
I
movie.
didn't enjoy that movie that much.
Raising Arizona was a
Yes,
good movie.
that was my.
I enjoyed that movie.
The Coen Brothers did that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
I can't think of.
You don't have a favorite Nicolas Cage movie? National Treasure. We'll accept
Adaptation
that.
was a
No,
good
no.
movie.
Adaptation was good.
The other one that I
Adaptation is
liked.
actually not a bad movie. Yeah,
It's not.
I'll pick that one.
The other one that
I
liked
really like how
was-
that movie turned.
Yeah.
Like, it turned into a thriller in the end. It was kind of cool.
The one that I
You ever
liked
saw
was
that, Frankie?
Yeah, I did actually. The one that I like was Con
Air.
No, not Con Air. No, it was one where he played a con man.
Matchstick.
Matchstick Man.
Ridley
That's the
Scott.
one. I actually enjoyed that movie.
I think Ridley Scott directed it.
Ridley Scott did direct it. It was after Gladiator.
I think after that film, that's when Nicolas Cage. No, after he did The National Treasure, that's when his career turned to shit.
You know what movies I used to love watching? I guess, I don't know. I guess he just got he aged and he doesn't. I used to love Spielberg films, man.
Me too.
You don't like Spielberg films?
Well, he doesn't do it as much as he used to. But I used to, even the ones that got bad reviews, like War of the Worlds, I just loved it anyways. I loved going to theaters and watching his films.
Did you see Secretariat?
What?
Secretariat?
No.
I didn't see that.
What is that?
What is
that?
that?
The one with the horse.
No, that's War Horse.
That's War Horse.
Oh, I was gonna say it's funny because I was gonna say it's the War Horse one. Sorry, I'm so out of it today, man.
Secretary is the Diane Lane.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't see Secretary. I didn't even see War Horse.
The War Horse was reminiscent of the Amblin 80s films he used to do. But he hasn't, like you said, hasn't done a fun. Oh, the BFG he did last year.
I didn't see that.
But even that,
I heard it wasn't all that.
It wasn't his magical
either.
great.
Yeah, I think he just grew old. You know, not grew old, but obviously he is old. He's like in the 70s, but
he's
he
still
just
producing.
matured. You know, maybe he lost that fun factor he did with.
I was thinking about that with Ridley Scott because I was just thinking about the other day. Ridley Scott used to be such a great director, and then once out of nowhere, his films just started.
Yeah.
Was it after? And I'm not trying to be morbid, but was it right? Because I was talking about this with somebody else the other day. Wasn't that right after his brother?
His brother only died like 4 years ago.
His movie started going downhill.
He did,
but his brother died before Prometheus. So
right? Or I think it was after.
After Prometheus?
Or maybe before.
It was right before Prometheus.
Right before maybe you're right.
So they already had shot it, but even then, after even The Martian, well, The Martian was pretty good, but I guess it didn't have that Ridley Scott style to it.
I think The Martian doesn't feel like a traditional, like you said, Ridley Scott's movie.
It looked like somebody, and that's what I'm talking about. Styles.
It looked like
signatures.
Any John Doe did it. You know, that's what it looked like.
Like anybody did. No, he was giving me faces, so I started giving faces back.
We're giving each other faces.
Because I'm nodding. I'm like this.
I don't know what kind of faces we're giving each other. I'll try my best to describe it in the intro.
But get rid of this whole comment I made earlier.
Yeah. About Paul Thomas Anderson.
Paul Thomas Anderson is what it was. Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah, the other Paul. Yeah, I remember.
Let's leave it at that. Paul Thomas Anderson.
Let's leave it like that. What were we talking about? Tony Scott?
Ridley Scott. Well, I mentioned...
I mean, me personally, I'm very excited about Alien Covenant, but I love horror films, and I love
When the fuck are you guys watching that? This weekend or next?
It
came out today.
Maybe Sunday.
Oh, yeah, it is today. This weekend.
I got a concert tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, where are you watching?
We're going to go see Muse and 30 Seconds to Mars.
Muse?
Yeah.
I no fucking idea who that is.
Really?
Yeah, they're pretty big.
30 Seconds, I know. That's Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Band.
Maybe we could ask him why the fuck he did the Joker the way he did it.
Can you fucking ask him that?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Like, start chanting, Joker sucks.
You were so positive on the Joker when you saw that stuff.
No,
I think it was my wife.
Not even a little bit. Yeah.
My wife was so positive. Like, yeah, you don't get the Joker.
Yeah. That was my... In a movie that I hated, that was my least favorite part was the Joker. Actually, no, there was worse things.
I hated Will Smith. I hated that Deadshot character so much. I love Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn was fantastic.
The actress Margot Robbie was great as Harley Quinn, but the movie was, like we said a million times, it sucked.
I guess I could say it was my most disappointing thing because I thought he would do a good job with that role.
I mean, it's not like he really was given opportunity.
Did we just like completely skip over the Pirates of the Caribbean talk?
Yeah, that's what we started. I asked.
Like 30 minutes later.
I was like, "Are you gonna watch it?" You said, "Nah," and then you went to something else.
What are your topics?
No. You don't have to say them all out now.
No, I'm not.
But we never finished the Pirates.
No, but I need to know.
Oh, show it.
Why? We gotta bring it up.
I just want to know what your topics are.
Show it. Should be surprised.
Have we done any of your topics?
Yeah. We did the Marvel movies becoming too formulaic.
Okay.
We just talked video games.
We did?
Oh.
Yeah.
Not really. We talked about his
about
ADHD.
me, my ADD.
Actually, no. That falls more under Robert's Nintendo Switch.
I'm trying to prove that he has ADHD and that he doesn't
I don't have
video
ADD.
games. That's where we are. Marvels. Can we go into formulaic? He's such a dork.
Give me the damn phone, you idiot.
You don't have to be that loud.
So, Robert, what are your Nintendo Switch thoughts?
He just said it. He's not.
Oh,
Really
he did?
Okay,
Okay.
wait. Let me just add.
He loves Mario Kart.
I'll add this. Nintendo finally hooked me back in. I had not been a Nintendo fan since the GameCube. That was the last one I owned.
That was a good system.
I didn't buy the Wii or didn't buy the Wii U because I didn't give a shit about those two.
I mean, Mario Galaxy was a fantastic game.
Yeah, it was.
You would have never finished it.
Wait, that was the GameCube. Or
No, that was Mario Sunshine.
That was the Wii.
Did you? That was Galaxy was the Wii.
The Wii. That's what I just said.
Sunshine. I'm sorry, I'm confusing with Sunshine.
Did you beat
Sunshine?
Did you beat Sunshine?
Yeah.
You did not beat
I
Sunshine.
think I did.
No, you didn't beat it.
No?
I don't think you did.
Okay, maybe I didn't.
When was the last time you beat? No, when was the last time you beat a Zelda game?
A Zelda game? The last one that I beat was the Ocarina. I didn't own a Wii, so I didn't play Twilight.
Ocarina came out in the 64. I mean, there was.
Oh, sorry. The Wind Waker. That was GameCube.
Yeah. What about Twilight? Oh no, you haven't.
No, I didn't play Twilight. I didn't play the Skyward Sword or.
Well, actually, no. Twilight Princess did come out in the GameCube too, though.
But I didn't.
You just didn't play it.
I didn't play it. Didn't play it.
Yeah, I really like the Switch. I haven't turned it on since I beat Zelda. Since I beat Zelda, I haven't
Is that
turned
the
it
only
on.
thing you own?
Yeah.
Well, haven't you played a little bit?
What's wrong with Mario Kart?
You have turned that on because you've been playing Zelda again.
When I'm in between games, I go, let me turn it
What's
on.
wrong with Mario Kart? You don't interest?
I don't own it.
You don't, but you don't plan. You don't want to own it. You don't want to play it. We could play it right after. I have it right there. We could just do like a multiplayer.
I might get it maybe eventually after Prey. Maybe
after Prey.
Maybe. I don't know.
Can't
I'll buy
do
a lot of
anything
videos.
else.
Are you enjoying it online or offline?
Online?
Yeah.
I don't really do much online. That's the thing. But I am enjoying the game. Yeah.
You have to text me. I'll text you when I'm online, and then we'll see if you're available.
Let me know. Yeah, let me know, and I'll play.
Yeah.
Right now, what I'm playing is Injustice 2.
Oh, that shit.
Yeah.
I hate fighting games.
I'm not a well.
I'm loving this one.
The last fighting game I enjoyed.
Well, Smash Brothers.
Yeah, but I haven't played the last because I don't have the Wii U or the Wii.
Yeah.
What was the last fighting game you enjoyed, Robert? Because Erlen just answered for you.
Smash Brothers.
Wait.
Tekken.
Tekken, there you go.
5.
Tekken 5
That was like
PS3.
for the PS3.
Yeah, that long.
He had a GameCube. Do the
Yeah.
math.
I was a big fan of Soul Calibur on the GameCube.
There you go.
Yeah,
Soul Calibur.
and it had Link in it.
They did
Yeah.
have Link in it.
And that's
the GameCube version.
That series is pretty much dead. They don't make those games anymore. Those Soul Calibur games.
I wonder
I
why.
don't know.
Yeah, I guess sales went down. They released one on the PS3, and that was the last one. The PS3 Soul
Are
Calibur.
you ain't sleepy, buddy?
You've been up early.
A little bit. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
So
Let's go to your next topic.
My next topic?
Get your phone.
My next topic.
get your phone.
Was.
He's the moderator today.
My next topic was.
No, we didn't even finish the Pirates. Let's fucking
Oh,
finish
let's
that.
go to priors.
Let's
I don't know
go
why
Pirates.
that's a topic.
What?
but
We
okay.
keep skipping. You're like,
Well,
"You're the
that's a
next one."
topic because me and you were talking about
No,
it.
let's discuss it.
But the reason it's a
What
topic
do you
is
wanna-
because the new movie's coming out. And I was curious, and you said you weren't interested in seeing it. I know he's not interested in seeing it unless it gets good reviews.
Right.
I'm definitely interested in seeing it.
Now
but
let me ask you this: did you see the fourth Pirates?
Mhm.
Did you enjoy it or hate it?
I liked it when I saw it in theaters, and then I had the same reaction like Amazing Spider-Man.
He
2
likes
where I tried
everything
to-
at
Why
first.
is it that everybody that I talked to, that except for you, that loved or saw the first three, never saw the fourth one? And it made $1 billion. I don't know how the fuck it made $1 billion.
This is my thing. I didn't love the first three.
Uh-huh.
I love the first one.
What the hell loved the first
The second was
I know people that like the first three.
okay. Like the second was good. It was decent. The third one was
Very
average.
blah and too long.
Yeah, and way too long. And
it was
way
3 hours.
too
I remember.
different. Like, and I remember getting. It's weird because I like those
Right.
more than 4,
Mhm.
but I was definitely more positive on 4 leaving the theater than I was 2 and 3. No, not 2, but definitely 3.
Okay.
Definitely more than 3. No, 1 was
Right.
awesome. I loved 1.
So I'm gonna add
was
that
great.
1 was my favorite, and the other 2 and 3, I
Pretty shitty.
don't.
Got it.
There's moments, pieces that I like.
Mhm.
You know, I like the villain in it. What was his name? The squid face guy.
Davy Jones.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah.
I like that actor. Bill Nee, whatever his name
Bill,
is.
yeah.
Not Bill Nye, the
Shaun of
science
Dead.
guy.
No,
but
Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. He was
And
in
Hot
Hot Fuzz.
Fuzz.
Yeah, I like him. But I never saw 4. I don't care to see it. And 5,
you never saw 4?
Never saw 4.
You're not gonna like it.
It's a good decision. Very good decision. It was
Doesn't it
recommended.
have like mermaids and shit in that one?
It was recommended to me, and I regret seeing it.
Yeah, I recommended it to him, and I don't regret.
So Johnny Depp just like calls Disney up and says, "Hey, I'm bankrupt.
I'm broke.
I need a fucking Pirates.
I owe
movie.
money to my ex-wife.
Yeah,
I ever heard.
I didn't do a prenup.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I need to do a Pirates film. Yeah.
Even if they did a prenup, what is it like? They're married 10 years. It doesn't matter.
I talked about it with somebody, but I read that he's just really bad with money. He just overspends, like buys houses. He bought an island or something like that.
I heard on a show we listened to.
He has a castle or some shit.
I heard on a show we listened to that he paid a ton of money to shoot. What was his character in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
Oh, I don't know.
The writer, I forgot his name.
Oh,
Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah.
To shoot Hunter S. Thompson's ashes out of a cannon. So he paid a ton of money
just to
do that. But I guess supposedly, I guess
it makes
something
for anybody who's a fan of Hunter S. Thompson. I call him Gonzo.
Gonzo was the lawyer.
No, that was him.
No, but they called him Gonzo. He has a book. Gonzo. He has a book called Gonzo.
Yeah. Technically, if you're close to him and you know him, he goes, that's what he would have wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the way he died. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you know how he died, Frankie?
No, but I understand. No, I'm just saying it's true what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's sad. You want to honor them. It's just it just adds to the fact, like you're saying, he wastes a lot of money, and it's
that's what I've read.
Is that something Hunter S. Thompson really wanted, or is it something that maybe he just kind of figured?
I guess I mean
to do something spectacular.
I'm just a guy who's a little bit of a fan of his, and I make the connection. I can only imagine somebody who has a personal relationship with him would definitely make that connection. I mean, this guy did this. This is talking about a reporter who did crazy fucking shit.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense what he's saying, that maybe he might have wanted that, and his dying is on his will. He wrote it somewhere. Who knows? And I can only imagine the way he went, that those who were closest to him really affected them. I mean, suicide always affects everybody. Yeah. Everybody close to me. See, it's an extra layer of sadness. So were you hurt with Chris Cornell?
Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
You guys were fans of his work? Me,
not so much. I knew Black Hole Sun. That's it, from Soundgarden. I didn't really listen to Soundgarden.
Spoon Man? No.
Maybe I heard it, and I just can't make the correlation between the title. He had a great voice.
Yeah.
But
Grammy Award winner.
That's it. That's all I know.
I was a fan.
I know.
I was a huge fan.
I was a huge fan of
his. The Soundgarden and even Audioslave. I liked the first record. The first record of he only did 2 records.
They did 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
I only remember the first one. That was the big.
The second one was actually better.
Really?
Yeah.
I might have to check it out then.
I'll let it to you.
That sucks, man.
I don't have a CD player, by the way. I don't know who does anymore, but
I do.
You can lend it to me. Okay.
I mean, I'm still old school with
that.
Okay. Yeah, I have a CD player in the car. You don't have it in the car?
Yeah, but it doesn't get used.
Oh.
MP3s.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Streaming.
I'm sorry, Robert.
Yeah.
It sucks, man. It's a sad thing. Anytime somebody kills himself over depression.
So that's what it is? Is officially he hung himself?
Yeah, I mean, that's I guess what's...
Drugs might have had something to do with it as well.
Oh. I know he fought alcoholism for a while.
And drug use.
I know I read something.
I think he was clean with the drugs. The alcohol was still
his wife is stating that lately the drugs might have had play in his suicide.
Yeah, I was reading an article that his wife said that she called him. Yeah. That he called her, and he just, like, I guess the conversation ended with him going, "I'm just tired," and then he hung up, and
I'm tired.
That was the last.
And this is what he didn't say of life.
That was
too soon, right? Too soon.
Way too soon. Robert, it was pretty soon.
This might be deleted, maybe
it
not.
Just happened yesterday.
Maybe I can get the editor to edit that out.
Are you the editor?
Yeah, he is the editor. It depends how he feels tomorrow.
Depends how I feel.
It might just go on like that.
Maybe I'll just skip over it. Or people forgot about that fucking joke.
Oh Lord.
Oh shit. So did we finish the Pirates of the Caribbean?
I mean, do you have anything you want
Johnny Depp should stop making fucking pirates movies.
I think that was a horrible topic.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a horrible topic because we spent like 10 minutes after we actually got into it.
Actually, we even got into the Hunter S. Thompson.
Hunter
It led us to something else. So if anything,
Hunter S. Thompson.
That's one of the best topics.
Johnny Depp.
We did, because we started talking about Johnny Depp. It did lead us somewhere else. Take the L, Erlen. Take the L.
Just go with it.
He's calling you.
Thanks. I'm not going to answer. I'm on a podcast right now. Why?
Okay.
So
no, we're doing
the other topic I brought up, or I was going to bring up, was favorite TV shows. Are there any TV shows that you're watching right now?
Currently.
Are you into?
Silicon Valley. I just started watching the third season. I think they're on episode 3 or 4.
Oh, so that's kind of rude.
First two.
Right
no, this is season 4.
Season 4?
Yeah, Silicon Valley.
Was that very important?
Yeah, pretty important.
It's important.
So Silicon Valley, you were saying?
I'm watching that. I'm a big fan of that show. What else? I'm backed up in Better Call Saul by 5 episodes. I'm backed up in American Gods.
Oh, wow.
He watches TV shows like he played video games.
I know. He backs up on everything, yeah.
Didn't
we talk about that last week? He was watching American Gods?
No, it was
last week.
It hadn't even
started.
Not
last week, last podcast.
No, well, we talked about that it had not started yet. That if you were looking forward to it. Right. Okay. Right. It's been like a month since you guys were here. Has it been a month?
A while.
Yeah.
It's been a long while.
Yeah. It's called life, sir.
Well, how do you feel about
Working
Arrested Development season 5 for Netflix?
Great. Now I get to finish. No, and now I get to start season 4 because I didn't even start.
You never saw season 4?
No.
It's all over the place.
It's okay.
That's what I hear. I hear that it's
okay.
like some of the actors weren't filmed in the same room.
Yeah.
They had green screen or they filmed it, But I heard that the actors fixed their schedule, so they're all going to be filming at the same studio.
Which I think is going to make it way, way better.
It has to because they got that flow. They got that, that improv.
And just their reactions to each other was part of what made the first 3 iteration of it. Yeah, so great.
Yeah. So
I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to that once
Thoughts?
No.
Okay. That's it. Those were my topics that I lined up.
Really?
I mean, right now I'm watching.
What are you watching?
I didn't even get to favorite shows.
What is it?
I'm watching The Flash, man. The Flash. I love The Flash.
Fuck Flash. I'm kidding.
Whoa.
No, go. Don't worry about his feelings.
I know. I haven't watched it.
Flash is great, man.
Except the first season.
It's a. Really
How was the first season? Since you watched the first season,
I liked it.
Oh, okay.
He just has.
I don't remember it. I liked it.
Yeah. It's a fun show, man.
Must have been high when you watched it.
Probably.
Must have been what you said?
High when you watched it.
Maybe. But I have a good memory when I'm high.
Must have been baked.
No, I wasn't baked. I wasn't baked. No, I don't give a fuck.
That
I
was
don't
you.
I don't give a fuck about people. I don't have to hide that I smoke.
No. But yeah, The Flash is really good. I've been watching. What else have I been watching? I just recently finished Girls. My
fiance was catching an episode of Girls, and she wants to watch it because she's never seen it.
Yeah.
She saw the current season, and it's an HBO show. Is it?
Everybody pushed it on me, or like, oh, you have to watch it specifically. Erlen and his wife, and I saw
my wife.
Yeah, and
it's okay if you watch it. So.
I know, and I saw it, and it
doesn't make your penis fall off.
The first, for real.
Oh, it doesn't.
No. The first season.
The only way you would know if you watch it from beginning to end.
Oh, maybe. I'll let you know. I'll text you if it falls off.
All right,
the first and second season were they were good, but I just never. And I get that this is the point. And Judd Apatow said, "Oh, the point is that they're not like."
Oh, he's fucking part of it.
He's a producer.
Oh, now you're watching it for.
Now I have to watch it.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of it. Even though last couple of movies kind of like Trainwreck, wasn't a big fan. I can't stand Amy Schumer. I
didn't see that one.
She's a fucking.
Oh, she's in
loser.
Girls. She comes out in Girls.
She does.
Yeah,
but not a big part, right?
Yeah, she plays. No. Like I think 2 episodes.
Oh, good.
She plays. Remember when Adam starts dating this girl or whatever, the blonde haired girl, not the friend, but the other one, and he breaks up with her to get back with Hannah, and then that's where
So
Amy Schumer's her best
Amy
friend.
Schumer, you dig her? You think she's funny?
No.
You think she's funny?
I don't
she's
even.
funny.
I don't even listen to much of her.
I can't stand
But
her.
no.
I think she's funny.
Yeah. Funny in what?
I just think she has a good sense of humor.
Did
I
you
think
like
her-
Trainwreck?
No, I know, but I'm saying
Or
like a
did you see
movie
it?
or
Well, the thing about Judd Apatow movies, they become
overly long.
not even overly long, just
He makes
overly. I mean, he's trying to create. He's trying to create. I mean, he's just creating a comedy. He wants to like make it more than that. He wants to include a lot of drama in, and
Yeah.
it becomes a distraction.
Yeah,
They
he
become
tries to make it
long.
real, which is fine. I like his movies that they have a realistic sense to his comedy, but at the same time, Seth Rogen, who's been in a lot of his movies, said, "Yeah, his movies are a little bit too long. Like if I was directing and in charge, I would cut 15, 20 minutes here and there. You know, it's way too long.
Yeah,
I mean,
really is.
40
For a
of
comedy.
40 of Virgin is one of the best comedies ever made.
was a-
It is
But it was just pure comedy.
Yeah.
right.
I mean, ever since Funny People, it's just like more drama than comedy.
I wasn't a fan of Funny People. That's where I started kind of backing away from Apatow movies. When he did that spin-off with Paul Rudd.
This is 40. I was gonna mention that.
Yeah.
One. I didn't. Like
It was again a lot of drama.
It was not bad. For some reason, I
Yeah.
liked it more than Funny People. I don't know. I don't remember why, but I
I didn't
enjoyed
like
it.
This is 40.
And Trainwreck, I wasn't crazy about it. I don't even remember most of it.
I didn't even see that one. That's the one with LeBron James, right?
He's
in it.
only in it for like a small
Yeah.
piece. I don't know, but it was Amy
it.
Schumer. She's the lead.
And Bill Hader.
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader.
You like Bill Hader, buddy?
I don't know. I love Bill Hader.
Yeah,
funny.
he's funny.
But I only like him from SNL. I haven't really seen a movie of his that I can think of.
Really?
Maybe.
Super Cop? Not Super Cop. Super Bad.
Yeah.
Super Bad.
One of them-
Adventureland. He's
one of
got a
them-
lot of cameos.
Oh, I did see Adventureland. Adventureland was pretty good with
he's-
Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah. That's when Jesse Eisenberg released Adventureland. Then a month later, Zombieland.
Yeah.
Two movies with
Zombieland was
lands
good,
in the
yeah.
title.
Zombieland was good.
Zombieland was a good movie.
Yeah.
When are they doing Superbad 2? I've
I
been waiting
don't
for
know.
that sequel for a
Are they
while.
even-
It came out 10 years ago. I think the anniversary is coming up
Yeah.
this year. Yeah, 10
Yeah,
10
really
year
are.
anniversary.
That was a funny movie.
Man,
Oh, it was. It was great.
when I
Love that
when I
movie.
when I think about movies that I saw and I'm thinking 10 fucking years ago. Fuck, I'm getting old.
I mean, yeah.
Fuck.
Old School. Remember Old School? What was it? 14
Yeah.
years ago.
We saw that one.
That
you
was
and
hilarious.
me. You, me, and this guy. Was it
Paul?
no.
Nestor?
I think Nestor. Yeah. I think it was him.
Uh,
Yeah, we saw that fucking movie.
Old School was great. I love that movie.
Yeah,
What,
I
wasn't
don't think it holds up that well.
Was that Todd Phillips? I mean, at the
Yeah,
time
yeah,
that
yeah,
I
it
saw
was
it, I thought
Todd
it was
Phillips.
hilarious.
Old School. Which one was Old School again?
Old School
Will
was the one where
Ferrell,
they go
the college.
Oh,
Luke
Wolf was.
Wilson,
Yeah.
They start up a fraternity outside of the college.
and Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, that was a great movie. I love that one.
Yeah.
I haven't
Take a
seen it
break.
in a long time, mind you, but
I think I saw it maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I don't think it holds up.
really,
Yeah, it doesn't hold up.
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I never watched a comedy more than once, so.
Yeah,
It's
comedies
hard because-
they're hard.
Yeah. You're not gonna
for
laugh
it.
as hard as you laughed when you first
Yeah.
saw it.
Yeah, it's. I
remember-
don't think I own a lot of comedies, to be honest. I don't. They're not repeated viewings for me.
I don't know. I'm
remember
pretty
that
sure if
one
I
being
look
a
down there, I
surprise.
might see.
You might find a few. I just don't. Oh, Jane Silent Bob, I own.
Strike
Yes.
Back.
Yeah, on DVD.
So of all the Kevin Smith movies,
I know, that's what I was gonna say.
You own the worst
Yeah,
one.
I own the worst one.
Yeah, Jay Silent Bob Strike Back.
I think I had Chasing Amy somewhere.
Chasing Amy is great. I like Chasing Amy.
Nah.
Clerks was good.
Nah.
Clerks 1 or 2.
Both.
Nah.
I actually might
like-
even say
you like
Clerks 2 was
2?
funnier.
It wasn't. I don't know. Maybe
For me, it
because
was funnier.
I grew up with 1.
Yeah,
2 wasn't bad, but oh look, your
it's my cousin.
cousin.
Yeah.
Okay.
It must be something important.
No, it's not.
It was a joke. I didn't know who he was.
I'll call him later, dude. I'm in the middle of
My
this.
apology. Why don't you answer the phone? Let's see what he says.
No, I'm not gonna answer the phone. Not
Just
on the
tell him,
podcast.
hey, I'm busy.
No,
I don't worry. I'll edit it out.
no, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm not gonna answer the phone.
Must be important.
It must be an emergency.
No, I'll
Maybe he
text
has a
him
flat tire.
What if it
Yeah,
costs-
text him saying, "Hey, buddy, what do
text
you? I'm doing a.
What if it costs you $1 million?
Hold on. Can we edit this part out?
Yeah, well, Erlen and I will start a conversation. So, Erlen,
Yeah.
Zelda.
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
It was good.
Yeah.
It's a good game. You should play it.
Did you now? What is that? Your favorite? Let me give you a better. This or Twilight Princess? Which
I hated Twilight Princess.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you hate about it?
It was a shitty game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they changed a lot of the
It was just
a good game.
very hot. It was just very
boring.
empty.
Like
You know
the
what I'm
art
saying?
style.
Did you
was
play
pretty-
there was nothing
that
special
Wii,
about it.
the Wii version?
I liked
the
it.
Skyward Sword?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
It was a good game.
Mm.
Can't complain about that. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I liked it. Twilight Princess was just okay. You know, Dungeon 1, go to the next location. Dungeon 2, there's a heart there. Oh, I'll get it later when I get the hook shot. I mean, it's just very inspired.
I hated the control mechanic for Skyward Sword. It worked nice when it worked, but there were times where I would try to swing diagonally, but it would come like from the
I never had problems.
the left horizontally or something. Yeah,
Maybe it's because your arms are so
that was
split
my
up.
issue. No, I don't think it's that. I
I
really
mean,
doubt it's that.
But it's possible.
No, it really isn't. Maybe your massive ego would have blocked the receptors between the remote and the Wii, but I don't think it was that, though, right?
I never had it.
No?
I didn't have any problems.
With the
Oh, it
sword?
worked,
with
it
the
worked.
swinging?
I had no problem with the swing.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I'm surprised that it didn't block.
Yeah,
the
but you're
receptors.
stating that. But no, I didn't
No,
have any
I
problems.
had my issues with it. Yeah.
It could be arms.
No, I don't think it's the arms. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
you don't know that.
The
It's
arms?
a possibility.
Let's edit this part out of the podcast because I am getting a little
Self-conscious about your arms?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
You have big arms.
Let's
There's nothing
edit
wrong
this
with
part
that.
out.
Yeah, because the whole world could see your arms right now
No
through the
one's gonna see your arms.
podcast.
Yeah, until I get a camera right there,
Please.
and then it's gonna be. You know, I'll let
Please.
you know. I'll let you know.
Please edit this part out.
Yeah. We'll
It's a
see.
podcast,
It depends
buddy.
if I feel like editing.
Nobody
out.
could see you. You're safe. There's no window inside here.
They
It's
can
the same.
they can follow you on Instagram.
They could just. I'm Francisco
You said it last time.
Instagram.com.
Wait, he said it.
No, the
last
Instagram. I
episode.
don't mind. No, I don't
Yeah,
mind the
yeah,
Instagram thing.
His arms are normal.
Yeah, they're normal
I just
arms.
want to stop talking about my arms and shit. It doesn't make any. That's why I'm saying. Just edit this out.
So is your cousin okay? Does he have a flat tire?
Yeah, he's good.
Okay, good.
Do you want to talk about the Flash?
Who, me?
No, your cousin.
No.
Oh, that's what he's texting him?
No, I'm just asking.
No, but he watches the Flash.
That's
with
why
me.
I'm asking.
Yeah.
What season are they on?
The third. They're finishing the third season on Tuesday.
Is it progressing positive or getting weaker?
No.
The each season, or has its moments?
I think the first season's still the best, in my opinion, because the first season
was
was
strong.
shockingly,
It was strong.
shockingly for a first season of any show was great.
Strong.
The second season was also great. The third season is really good, but still kind of.
Eventually, it's hard to keep up with whatever.
What are you guys?
No, it's not.
Are you guys looking forward to the Defenders on Netflix?
I am.
You.
I haven't seen the trailer yet, so
I am.
I was a fan of the first Daredevil season. I did like the second Daredevil season, but there's something about it that I didn't like.
Wasn't as good as the first.
Yeah,
But it wasn't.
I didn't really see Jessica Jones or
Jessica
Luke
Jones
Cage
is
or
good.
It was really good.
Jessica Jones is really good.
I hear that.
Really good.
Yeah.
Just haven't seen it. I'm still catching up with House of Cards.
Talk about ADHD. you're still watching House of Cards? You know the new
that's
season's
like
starting in May.
I mean,
Okay, that's okay.
he has.
It's not going anywhere.
Wait, it's starting in May. It just started.
May 31st.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's your point?
The point is, you might want to catch up before the new season starts.
Is it gonna disappear if I don't see it?
It's
or something?
Netflix.
Watch
It's
it,
gonna be there
whatever.
for.
Jesus
Is
Christ!
it that's the-
You know what it is that he's picking on you for being ADHD on games, and he's got a show that he doesn't even watch.
I finished the second season of. Well, I just finished the third season of House of Cards. I will come back to the
You're
fourth
watching it
season
Later
forever.
because
Forever you've been watching it.
Have you been
Okay.
watching it?
Yeah, I'm caught up already.
You, sir. We bow down to.
how are you doing in Game of Thrones?
Oh no, that I dropped.
You need to catch up with that. Huh?
No, there's a reason for that,
Okay.
but you know,
Gotcha.
yeah.
One day you'll
kind of a reason
you'll
for
pick
that.
it up.
Oh, I am gonna pick it up. I'm gonna try to pick it up soon.
Well, the new one starts in July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should catch up, right?
So you got 2 months
Before the
to
new season
decide
starts.
You
if
should.
you are gonna, pick it up.
Yeah.
What's another show that
Are you a horror film fan?
I fucking love horror?
What do you think about the new It film? Looks good, huh? Oh, never mind. I guess he's going to criticize it.
No, the trailer, the trailer was very reminiscent of the original trailer, like, and which is what they're doing. So there's really nothing. I thought it was going to be more of a reboot. They were going to go a new way, but it seems like it's just almost like a
remake. It takes place in the 80s.
I thought it was so it is a remake.
It's supposedly going to be a part 2 to it, which is gonna. You saw the original one, right?
Yeah.
Which is gonna take place, and I know I'm not into horror, but I did. See
I'm not saying anything.
No, I know. I gotta clarify because
okay.
But
relax.
The second,
what's wrong with horror?
Relax.
Okay, go ahead.
The second part that took place with them as adults, the kids as adults.
There's a second It.
No, it was the movie was a miniseries.
Oh, okay. I consider it one whole.
Yeah, but remember the movie had
the book is a big book. It goes from childhood to adulthood.
Got it. So you have the first half is them as kids finding a way to lock them away or whatever, and then them as adults. So they're saying that the first It movie that's coming out now is going to be them as kids, and then the second movie is going to be them as adults. Yeah.
If they make a second movie, it all depends on
if it makes money.
I don't see why. I don't think it's a big budget. Horror movies kind of they're good. They'll make a quick buck. And just
Hollywood does weird things. Sometimes movies make a profit, but it's not enough of a profit.
They won't do a sequel right away.
I mean,
it might take a long time.
I mean, to answer your question, would I watch it? Yes. Am I excited? I was never a big It fan to begin with, so maybe that's why.
It should be.
No.
Really? You loved it that much?
You like the book?
The story.
Uh-huh.
Not the actual
adaptation.
I mean, it's
the adaptation?
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm looking to see a different form of adaptation, something a little bit clearer, a little more pure. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you love Stranger Things,
I love Stranger Things.
If you love Stranger Things, if you love E.T.
Right.
What was that Stephen King
movie
where
the kids in the woods? Of the kids.
The kids adventure, Goonies. This is like a darker version of that. In fact, the kid from Stranger Things is in the freaking movie.
I
Which
saw
one?
The trailer. Mike,
the main kid.
The one that likes 11.
Got it.
So I mean, like in that sense, I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it comes out when? Halloween or September?
I don't know.
I think it's September. Yeah,
I
something
don't know.
like that. Something tells me that. But I'll watch it.
My wife loves horror movies.
You guys are looking
You're
for
gonna
that.
have to
Are you guys
watch
the Dark Tower, the Stephen King movie?
He told me about it.
It didn't really look that good.
The trailer doesn't look that great. I'm gonna stick with you there. I never read the books. I think there's like 10 books or 9 books in that series.
Yeah.
Who directed the movie?
Some rookie director. It's produced by Ron Howard. 10 years ago, Ron Howard was signed to direct it with Javier Bardem as the lead. Then obviously that changed.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, Matthew McConaughey has his hits and misses. So
Idris Elba's
Idris Elba. I like him as an actor.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. I know.
Don't buy Hot Toys.
Oh, we came back. Are we going to call this episode Hot Toys Part 2? No, we shouldn't.
Part
because
2.
Part 2.
Hey.
Le French.
After I saw True Detective Season 1, I'm like, man, Matthew McConaughey, one of the best actors I've ever seen.
Did you see True Detective?
And then you see the movies he's done and go, oh, I was wrong.
Wall Street, he was great, and
he wasn't that big. Club. He wasn't that big in
not Wall Street. What do you call it? Wolf of Wall Street is what I meant.
But he only had a small role.
Wall Street is another movie with Michael Douglas. I know. I'm talking about Wolf of Wall Street. He had a small role, but he was great in it. Yeah. Dallas Buyers Club, where he got an Oscar, he was great in it. What's the other movie that Christopher Nolan was great also?
Keep going.
He's a great actor.
He's done a lot of good movies.
He's done a lot. I haven't seen.
Mud is good.
Which one was that?
Mud.
Oh, Mud was good.
Mud. I didn't see Mud.
Oh, Netflix has
It's about mud.
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna watch it right now. The True Detective. He's great in True Detective.
That's what I just said.
No, I know you said that, but I'm just telling you that was pretty recent.
Oh, he wanted to add it.
Like, what has he done that's bad?
Recent.
Recent?
Mm-hmm.
State of Jones?
Okay, what was that movie about? I don't know.
Oh, that's something with during the Civil War.
It was about freeing slaves, and he turned his land into his own state where slaves.
Was there something else? Because you're saying like he's bad, like he's washed up.
Let me get my phone. I'm not saying
you're gonna need it.
I'm not saying he's washed up.
No, I know, but
I'm
you're
just
like,
saying he's no Tom Hanks. Even though Tom Hanks is kind of washed up.
Tom Hanks is washed up.
I mean, I haven't seen a.
I
don't
mean,
think
he
he's
was
come out
at
with
one
some-
point.
Huh?
Sully. No, he's not.
Sully
washed
was
up.
good.
He was in Sully. He was in.
I have that recorded. I'll make sure y'all watch it.
Yeah.
What was the other one that
I mean,
he
White
did
Man-
recently? The one on the boat,
Captain Phillips.
which I didn't see.
That was a
Captain
great
Phillips.
film.
That was a great movie.
That was
I heard
fantastic.
that was good. I haven't seen that.
That was.
I didn't see the one he did with Spielberg.
Yeah, man, just give me the free one.
No, something. The Spies.
I guess they deleted his filmography
Oh,
on
I
Wikipedia.
heard that was.
Yeah,
that
they
was
deleted his filmography on IMDb.
No, they didn't delete his filmography.
Well, you know, maybe
I just went to Wikipedia. They deleted his
Wait.
filmography.
Wikipedia.
There's another hacker attack happening this weekend. It was rumored. We got a bunch of hackers trying to take down a bunch of websites last week. So they're supposedly the rumor is that they're going to do it again this weekend. So that Twitter was down earlier today because I was trying to post stuff. The internet felt slow
Yeah,
than usual.
that leads me to Pirates of the Caribbean again.
What, did you see a positive review?
No, you didn't see that the hackers that stole, they're holding
the
movie for ransom.
Yeah. They did that with Orange is the New Black, season 5.
Yeah, Erlen told me that too.
Yeah,
I didn't know about that.
Netflix said we're not paying the hackers, and they didn't.
Gold. The movie Gold. Bad
I
movie.
heard, yeah.
What is that?
Bad movie.
He's looking for Matthew McConaughey.
The
bad
Sea-
movies.
The Sea of Trees.
Did you see that?
I'm seeing the reviews. Hold up.
The Sea of
Bad
Trees.
reviews. Bad reviews.
Wait, is that a Terrence Malick film? That sounds like a Terrence Malick film.
Isn't
Or is it a Tree of Life?
The Tree of Life is
Oh.
Terrence Malick? Yeah.
Okay.
You know-
Let's start at the Dallas. Look, Dallas Buyers Club. I
Good.
won the Oscar.
Good.
It was okay. It was a good movie.
Will I ever watch it again? No. But
I believe Wolf of Wall Street was a better film. It should have won Best Picture.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
That was great.
True Detective. Fantastic.
That was
Interstellar.
Great.
Good.
Great.
Weird. But okay. The Sea of Trees.
The fuck is that?
I don't know, but it got
know.
bad reviews.
I don't even know what it is.
But give
Free
us-
State of Jones. I don't know. It's
Oh.
a sea of trees, man. Free State of Jones. There you go.
Civil War one. Okay.
Cartoon movie doesn't count.
Doesn't
Duh,
count.
Another cartoon movie
Wait, is
doesn't
it
count.
Kubel and the Two Strings?
That one, and then he was in Sing.
Oh, he was? He was in Kublai.
Yeah.
I heard that was a good movie.
Lincoln.
I haven't seen it.
The
car mo-
commercial.
the-
I was like, no, he didn't play
Lincoln
Lincoln.
Lawyer?
I was thinking, like,
Yeah,
wait.
you gotta finish
And
the title.
Gold. He was in Gold. That was a bad
Okay.
movie.
What the fuck is Gold?
Gold.
Is it Fool's Gold?
No, who was in that movie?
Because that came out like 20 years ago.
No, Gold just came
With
out, man.
Kate Hudson.
No, Gold is recent.
Oh,
Gold is
I
something
never-
about a
I
guy
never-
and Gold. You can find so.
That got bad reviews.
Yeah.
Damn, what the? He needs to team up with fucking Christopher
No,
Nolan again.
he's just not making a.
Dunkirk. But that's it. That's only 3 movies.
I mean, it's a short time, man.
Are you looking
You
forward
got-
to?
you
That's
got-
3 misses.
What was it? The
That's 3
Changing
misses.
Seas? Or what was that?
Sea of Trees.
Trees.
Sea of Trees.
Can you look up who is that's a Terrence Malick film? That sounds like a very Terrence Malick-y.
No, it's Gus Van Sant.
Oh, you're
Ooh.
worse.
You know it's
What
gonna
the
be
fuck has he
bad.
done besides the Goodwill Hunting?
Psycho.
But that was a bullshit movie.
was Psycho,
that was a shot-for-shot remake.
yeah.
I can't believe he agreed to do that shit.
I don't know why the
That was
fuck
exactly
he did
the
that
same.
shit.
Man,
Vince
they should
Vaughn.
do a movie about Alfred Hitchcock. Like
They
his
did.
life.
They did. Anthony Hopkins
Anthony
played.
Hopkins played
the
that. Yeah, they did.
And Scarlett
it wasn't
Johansson
a
was in it.
complete biography.
It's
It was
called
a-
Hitchcock.
It wasn't a complete biography.
Okay, but
Oh,
you
you
just
mean
say-
from when he's born until he
I'm
dies?
talking about
Oh.
the man,
Ah.
exactly, his
Yeah, long
career.
movie,
Got it,
Not
got
a
it.
guy
No, that
who was
wasn't-
obsessed.
you're
Not a
right.
guy who was obsessed with
It
an
wasn't a
actress.
complete biography. You're
All
correct.
right. Thank you. By the way, I saw today Dragon the Bruce Lee story holds up.
Are you fucking
You just-
kidding me?
No, it doesn't really hold up.
You just saw
It
that?
does.
No, I've seen
it's not
it.
again.
Oh.
It holds up.
Oh.
But you just said you're joking.
I mean,
Or
I
you're
haven't
serious?
seen it in a long
No,
time.
it holds up.
What holds up?
It's Bruce Lee.
I'm a big Bruce Lee.
That's it. There's
But
no argument to
that's
that.
not Bruce Lee. That's Jason Scott.
This
Lee.
is Scott Lee.
Did a good job. It's pretty good.
Holds up.
It's not bad.
It's a good movie. Still. 14 years later. No, 24 years later. 24 years later.
Yeah.
Holy
Look,
shit.
a suicidal American befriends a Japanese man lost in a forest near Mt. Fuji. That's CF.
Oh, that's
CF.
the Sea
Oh.
of Trees. It's a Japanese movie.
And
Wow.
the two search their way out. So that lost in the
It's a
forest.
foreign film, though. I mean,
No, it's American.
Wait.
film.
it
Just
is. I
by
thought
that,
it said
by that,
Japanese.
just by that summary, sounds like shit.
All right.
Yeah, I wouldn't
There you
watch
go.
that.
All right. He's trying really hard.
Matthew, you gotta
Still
come back.
good.
If you listen to this podcast, which I know you are, deep down, you're not gonna say it, but you know, you listen to the bits for you. We want you to come back strong.
He was in Magic Mike.
he was in Magic Mike. That's
The first
right.
one,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're right. I didn't see that movie though.
He was in Tropic Thunder. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in a movie called Fool's Gold.
There you go. You know how I know that movie? When I went to jury duty,
That's what they did.
they
Playing
fucking
it?
played that shit. Yeah.
How was it?
It was shit because they played two Matthew McConaughey movies back to back, and they were both released in that same period. He was doing those romantic.
When I went to jury
comedies.
duty, it was Sandra Bullock Day.
Oh, it was just Sandra Bullock.
Oh,
So-
Sandra
oh,
Bullock.
that's how
What
they-
is what is it that the jury do? They pick an actor and they just play all his movies.
I think that's
Like,
what happened.
Shit movies.
I know I saw
It's been a
the
while.
Blind Fight side for the first time there.
Oh, okay.
What else did the hell did they put there?
So that was
I don't know. It's been a long
2011
time.
era.
I remember they had the movies up in the thing. I just don't remember.
Maybe they put
what.
Practical Magic.
Practical Magic. Oh, I was Sandra
Nicole
Bullock.
Kidman. That was she was in it. And Sandra.
What was the other one? Fools Rush In? No.
No.
No, I'm thinking of the one with.
You're so bad with titles.
I know I'm horrible
With
with
Sandra
titles today.
Bullock?
I can't think of anything.
How long is this?
Yeah.
How long have we been here?
An hour and a half.
Who listens to a podcast is that long?
I do.
Wow.
I do.
In time, you do.
Now you know your audience.
We still got some fucking
You
topics
do.
remaining.
I
right?
do.
Yes.
I'm still-
Levitard.
I listen in 30-minute increments.
That's
He
still.
fa-
It's still.
He fast forward. He
The thing is like
skips.
2 hours though. It's a 2-hour
What
podcast.
is it?
I'm still on Tuesday.
Do you think that we listen to 2-hour podcasts or an hour and a half podcasts
As well?
like all the way through?
Are you saying you don't?
I don't. I give it time. Yeah, I break it down.
You listen to Levitar straight.
No, Levitard is only because I do it while I'm working.
Can you tell
So
me
I have my headphones on
what
while
the-
I work,
what
but
the
that's
fuck
different.
Is a Levitar?
Oh, it's a great podcast.
Is it a comedy?
I mean, it's a really a radio show.
Are we allowed to talk about him?
I don't know.
Why?
Because he's
Is he your friend?
No.
You
I don't
can,
know.
you can talk to him. It's an opinion.
it's an ESPN
Yeah, it's an
product.
ESPN podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that you could still.
That's an opinion.
We reviewed.
We can
The
talk
Flash.
about-
We
we can talk
reviewed
about-
DC movies
we can
and
talk
Marvel
about
movies.
ESPN.
I didn't review the Flash.
Well, no, I reviewed the Flash. We talked about DC and Marvel movies. Those are other properties. You can talk about it. They're reviews.
In the last episode, you said Nintendo come get me, and they didn't come
Yeah.
get you.
They did.
Did I say?
Yeah,
Yeah, about the NES Classic.
Why did I say that?
Because of
Because
it.
the ROMs that you wanted to know where to get the ROMs. I'm like, I don't know. I don't condone it.
And you
The
said
ROMs.
Nintendo come.
The
Oh.
ROMs.
All right, they're wrong.
Yeah, you can talk about Levitard. It's a great
I
show.
really don't want
Okay,
to.
so it's an ESPN thing. That's all. I'll look. I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's the number one downloaded podcast.
it is.
Really?
It's
In
hilarious.
sports or in general?
Period.
It's hilarious though. It's the reason I hesitated there is because
I'm not
it's-
big into
it's
sports.
Not that's the thing.
Oh,
It's
I'm
not
not
like
a-
it's not a. Yes, it has some sports, but it dives into like they pride themselves on being a parody of a sports show.
Got it. Doesn't interest me, but I'll give it a shot for you. No, for you, I'll do it. Give me. You text me an episode that you
Well,
say,
he's
hey,
on
this was
vacation,
hilarious.
so it's not a good time.
You're on vacation?
No, not me.
Oh, okay.
Levitard. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But
For, like, the next
I can
week
go
or
to the
two.
history and listen to the old stuff.
I would listen to Tuesday's show. It was funny.
Tuesday's show was hilarious.
I'm still upset you haven't listened to my Mondays podcast. Fucking with you.
How do you
I
know?
know people. I know people. Not everybody's.
No.
Not everybody's caught
I
up.
haven't.
No, I haven't listened to.
If it
Monday
means anything
podcast.
to you, I haven't listened to any of them.
Yeah,
That's-
I've listened to quite
That's
a few
fucked up, and you're a
since
guest
the
on
last
this
episode.
one.
But no, tell
Or the last episode.
I think I'm going to edit your entire voice from this podcast.
It's just me arguing. It's
Because you go, what do you mean?
it's gonna be me arguing with nobody.
What do you mean? My arms are too short.
Silence.
You better cut this off.
What do you mean, early? And then early is silence.
Yeah, nothing for her.
Nothing No, I'm not that much of a genius to edit
Not
the
yet.
entire voice.
You could try. I just want to say Frankie's arms are normal.
Are we?
No, they are, they are,
Yeah,
they are.
but I don't like. Let's stop, man. Let's just stop, dude. Jesus Christ.
Anyways.
Oh.
So how do we get into this? I was asking you what the fuck that podcast is, and you said it's either sports.
It's like a parody of a sports show.
Parody.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. Will I listen to it? Maybe I'll skip it like 10 minutes, and if I don't laugh once, I'm gonna.
Well, I mean, you gotta give him time.
Okay, half an hour. Is half an hour safe for me to give it a shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to the local hour then.
That is the first. I don't know.
They talk a little bit about sports. I feel like they talk more about sports in the local hour.
Do you care about local sports?
The only sport that I care about is soccer and MMA.
So he doesn't like sports.
So you might want to do like the first hour.
Yeah.
MMA.
I don't like
That's such a weird.
I don't follow basketball. I don't follow baseball. I don't follow football.
There's gonna be some things you don't get also because you don't listen to the show.
So
there's a lot of running jokes.
So do you think McGregor's gonna beat Floyd Mayweather?
No.
I think that fight is going to be a total sloppy mess. But
That's gonna be my belief.
I'm going to watch it because I'm a fan.
I believe,
but it's just going to be a mess.
This is my opinion. It's just my opinion. I believe it's gonna be a hell of a fight, and I know nobody agrees with me. And unlike most people believe, I do believe Conor McGregor is gonna beat Floyd Mayweather.
Here's where I can back you up. Conor McGregor standing next to Floyd, he's bigger.
He's bigger.
He is stronger.
He's younger.
He has a stronger reach.
And
younger.
And a lot of people don't know that Conor McGregor trains really hard.
He does.
And one thing he does, he doesn't like to lose. And he's not walking into a fight thinking he's gonna lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's very self-aware, knowing that he's the underdog.
Look, yeah, Look, Conor McGregor has a lot going for him. He's a good,
and he does have a boxing background as well.
Does he?
I think he's training for it now for the past year for this fight, but I don't know if he was purely boxing.
Well,
but anyway,
boxing is just stand-up.
He has a fight background. It's completely different than Mayweather. Look, the only advantage that Mayweather has is, even though he's 40. He still has speed for a 40-year-old, and he's gonna do his typical gimmick of dancing around because he really has never knocked anybody out.
Right,
but
he's won every single match because he is fast.
He has never fought a man. It's been a long time since he's fought a man in his prime. He's either fought the man when he's a junior or a senior.
Yeah.
Never fought a young guy like this guy.
Not in a long time.
But has Mayweather signed on? Because I know
Yesterday
McGregor
Conor signed.
Yeah, I know that.
The Mayweather hasn't signed on as of this morning when I checked last. Because the speculation is that he's just dragging it on. He's waiting to get a big financial.
Is this going to be another situation like when Mayweather fought Pacquiao, where everybody wasted a ton of money and it was garbage?
I don't believe it's going to be garbage, though. I really believe it's going. I believe people are going to be surprised. It's going to be the boxing match of the century. I do believe that, and I'm just basing it on what I believe that Conor McGregor is going to do. And mind you, it's just fan service. I don't know shit.
It is. It's a fan. No. It's a fan service match. The match is Floyd hasn't fought in years, but he's still a professional boxer, and McGregor's not a professional boxer. He's
who's an
street fighter, an MMA fighter. Yeah, I mean that's the advantage. I'm gonna watch it, but it's not gonna be the best boxing match in the world. It's not gonna be.
It has to be a boxing match.
Yeah,
there's no way in hell. No. I know it is. Yeah. I know it's officially gonna be a boxing match. But what I'm saying is, it had to be a boxing match because there's no way in hell
Floyd would not do MMA.
Floyd would have stepped into an octagon to try and fight.
Hell no,
Conor McGregor.
No way.
All right, topic over.
Yeah.
Next topic. What's your next topic, Frankie?
No, that's it. Those were all my topics. I mean, he told both of us to think of 1 to 2, and I thought of 5. How many did you think of?
I thought of
0.
Interesting. Okay, so let's end it up with this one. Alien Covenant is released today. What is your favorite Alien film in the franchise? I did a poll on Twitter.
Alien 1.
Wait.
I was going to say
I want to ask you guys.
I don't like horror.
I'm going to read the poll first. So
what?
I was going to say the same thing, even though I don't like horror, as Alien 1. And Alien 2, or Aliens, is more action.
Let me get in.
Oh, sorry.
Did you ever play Alien Isolation?
Wait a second. God damn it.
You know what movie I'm excited about?
Wait a second.
Alien Covenant?
Let me fucking mute him. You might fucking mute him.
Blade Runner 2049.
God damn.
Looks amazing.
Okay, so let me finish.
No.
Do you like marshmallows?
Jesus Christ. It was Aliens,
marshmallows,
Prometheus, or any other film in the franchise.
That's pretty shitty.
So 38% voted for Alien. 15% picked Prometheus as their favorite in the series.
Really? That's
Yeah.
not even an alien movie.
And 46 picked Aliens by James Cameron as their favorite. So the Aliens got the most votes.
But I want to know how many picked Alien Isolation. No, I'm sorry, Alien.
Well, there was only
Alien. What's the
Resurrection?
fourth one? What's the first? Resurrection.
nobody
Resurrection?
picked that. Nobody picked
Insurrection?
it.
Insurrection.
Insurrection.
Resurrection.
Resurrection. It was
Is it
Resurrection.
I don't think it's called Resurrection.
Sir,
It's on the poll.
it's on the
It's on the poll.
It's
I think so.
it's on the fucking website.
I think somebody
I'll put it on the website.
put on the freaking wrong poll. The wrong in the book.
And I put fucking Insurrection. I didn't even put Insurrection because there was only 3 options. I put Aliens, Prometheus, or tell us your favorite. Like they have to write in the favorite.
What did you?
It is called Alien
What did I
Resurrection.
pick? Aliens, James Cameron, 1986. Resurrection, see?
Well, Resurrection.
Reaction?
I just want to say Resurrection has Winona Ryder.
Oh yeah, it does.
Really?
Yeah.
She's an
I
amazing
actually
actress.
saw that. And Alien 3, directed by David Fincher.
I know, but he hated that
That
film.
Wait,
one.
the Fincher cut is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have it?
Yeah, I have the collection.
You would.
Yeah. For me, I would say again,
The Fincher cut is
not
better.
being a huge fan of the Alien franchise, but even though the first one I think is great, and the
You
second
sound
one
like
I
a-
thought was great, but
You
the
sound
first
like a
one I loved.
fan.
Huh?
You sound like a fan.
I mean, it's funny. I've seen
All of them.
aside from Prometheus and
Prometheus doesn't count. It shouldn't even be in the poll.
It's a prequel, sir.
and
not really.
technically this one hasn't come out, but I have.
Are we gonna get into the? It's not a trilogy because it made a sequel talk.
I'm
Wait,
just saying.
wait.
No, I'm saying Prometheus. It shouldn't be in that poll. It's not really an alien film.
It's a prequel.
But
Not
I
really.
mean,
not really.
but you gotta. I mean, he
Have you
is
seen?
right,
Have
but
you
it's
seen?
a
Ridley
prequel.
Scott?
Have you seen Prometheus?
No, but I read
Then
about
shut the
it.
fuck up.
It's a prequel. Never.
It's
no.
pretty bad.
I just said that. I told you I haven't seen Prometheus.
It's not that
I've
good.
seen every
I'm
other
sorry,
alien
I
film
must be
except
drunk.
for
I didn't hear you
Prometheus.
say that. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah.
Wait, one beer?
No, I had more before you guys
You are
got
such
here.
a lightweight. That's not even a full beer.
I had more before you guys
You're
got
nursing
here.
that.
How many you have?
I don't even remember.
I think this is his first
This
beer.
is-
He's just trying to man up. I'm a man. I have wonderful beer.
No.
Maybe I'm tired. Maybe I smoked. I don't know. Anyways,
For me, Alien 1, I would have to say,
Okay.
because of the atmosphere of the movie.
I just want to say.
what was yours?
Well, I was gonna say something else, but
Oh, okay.
Alien. I like the first Alien.
the first Alien.
Really?
Yeah.
And you was
None of you guys like
aliens.
aliens?
Yes.
I liked it, but
Yeah.
you're asking me which one I prefer.
Yeah, you
The
prefer it. Okay.
first Alien.
Jesus.
Shh, relax.
I know.
And you're gonna go see Alien Covenant?
No.
Oh,
Again,
yeah.
I said I'm not going to go to the theaters to see Alien Covenant. I'll probably wait till it comes out on Blu-ray and see.
He doesn't
and based
like-
on reviews, but I don't like horror.
He doesn't. He's a
movies.
big fan. He
Oh, you
doesn't
don't
like.
like being scared.
He doesn't like jump scares.
I don't like jump scares.
Prometheus was not. I wouldn't consider it horror. There
I
was
mean,
no scary moments.
it was-
Can you help me out? There's no scary
The
moments.
scariest part was staying awake. It was a pretty bad movie.
You thought it was boring?
I thought it was horrible. Nah, not horrible. Horrible is like Suicide Squad. It's not good. That's like middle.
It's not. It's not-
Okay,
it's not-
thanks for explaining
it's
your
not
rating
one of,
system here.
It's not one of Ridley Scott's best.
Wait, can't middle be average?
No, because it's under
Okay.
average to me. Average would be like, I don't know.
Eh,
Maybe I was a letdown. I don't know. Maybe I had high hopes. I don't know.
but you knew it was going to be an alien thing, right?
It wasn't aliens.
Erlen, let's be honest here.
Maybe that's why I hated it, because it had no aliens
Yeah, he has a point. There was no xenomorph.
at all.
Wasn't there one in the end though? From
No.
It was
what I
it
hear-
was a xenomorph like, and even in the commentary, he says it's not a xenomorph. Oh, what happened, sir?
I just hit my hand on the
Oh, sorry.
on the microphone.
The microphone
Very
is
clumsy.
strong. Yeah, there was no xenomorph.
No,
No, not in the traditional sense.
I'm gonna watch the new one. Looks good enough. There's nothing else to watch.
you have no choice. You have
It
to
has
watch the new one.
Danny McBride and Michael Fassbender.
I don't even know who the hell Danny McBride is.
Danny
Are you
McBride is the
serious?
guy with the
Pineapple Express?
There you go.
Oh,
The guy
there you
that
go.
I
Curly
aerodynamic.
hair. Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
You just had to say Pineapple Express. I got
Eastbound and Down,
Wait,
it. I got it.
Vice Principals.
let me
Great
ask you a
fucking
question.
show.
Isn't Fassbender playing the same type of
It's a different robot.
A different android.
Right, but isn't it tied to the same android that was in Prometheus?
It's the same design.
Yeah, the
Same
same
design.
The same.
So doesn't that make that an Alien film?
What are you
And
talking
the movie's
about?
titled Alien.
It's supposed to.
No, Prometheus. I'm saying Prometheus is
Yeah.
This movie.
It is a Prometheus.
This
Oh,
movie,
okay.
with all the complaints fans had of Prometheus, this movie is supposed to tie Prometheus and Aliens together.
Oh. There you go.
Really,
It's part of the Alien franchise.
really said that he wants to do one last prequel to
That's cool.
tie in to the beginning of Alien, kind of like what Rogue One did, where it ended where Alien the New Hope started.
Wait, so this is a prequel to Alien?
To the very first one was Sigourney Weaver. It's a prequel.
I'm not a big
Yes.
fan of prequels.
No, I know. You know what's going to happen when it's with characters that were in the first one.
There's not
But
going to be any
technically here, you don't know what's
characters.
gonna happen.
There's no characters.
CGI, the characters that are dead, the actors.
No.
I would like to see a sequel with Sigourney Weaver.
That's not gonna happen anymore. Neil Blomkamp
No.
was gonna do it, and really,
Oh, that's
really
right.
said that he
District
actually
9
talked
guy.
about it in an interview. It's on YouTube. He was doing with Michael Fassbender, and he's like, yeah, it was a point where Fox was doing an Alien 5 a sequel. I mean, an Alien sequel with Sigourney, and then I'm doing my Alien Covenant, and then I was talking to Fox like, why do two? Why don't just do mine first, and then wait to see what happens. At that point, Fox just lost interest in Sigourney Weaver's Alien and just stopped it. Those are his words.
So what's Neil Blomkamp doing now?
Nothing. He should do District 10. I'm
You know-
waiting for a fucking sequel.
You know what he would have been good for? To reboot RoboCop.
Halo.
No, I meant reboot
RoboCop would have
RoboCop.
been good. Yeah.
He would have been
It
perfect for
would
that.
have been great.
Who did direct the reboot?
So it's from a Brazilian guy called Jose Padilla. He did the Elite Squad sequel movies in Brazil.
I don't know what that is. Elite Squad?
Yeah, it's a series of cop movies of
ADHD.
corruption and stuff.
Yes. He knows a lot of stuff like that.
I like foreign films.
Yeah. He's like an encyclopedia of
He
that kind of
is.
stuff, and you're like an encyclopedia of
Just a
Back to the
knowledge.
Future.
Back to the Future, yeah.
And comic books.
That's what I want to
And
see.
you're an encyclopedia of horror movies.
not really.
No.
I'm useless.
No, sir. Never say you're useless. You're always useful to somebody.
I really hope they don't do another Back to the Future, though.
God, I hope they
No.
But I will tell you what, though.
The remake. They cannot do that.
No, the
That was-
remake, no. But I'll tell you what.
I
though,
hope
if
they do because I want to see the misery.
in my face.
Wait,
Face.
Bob
If
Gale
they
said that
do-
as long as he's alive and Robert Zemeckis are alive, they
Yeah.
cannot do a remake.
Yeah,
Well,
So they have to
can.
wait until they're dead.
They'll be there soon.
But
Oh, come on, man.
if they
Come
found
on.
a way to bring out
I didn't
Michael
mean
J.
that.
Fox again,
A sequel?
That's impossible.
That's what I heard. We're working on it
but
before.
I it's not that I want to see
That's
it,
not
but if they
possible.
announce that, I would see it.
But that's not possible.
Why is that not possible?
Christopher
He's-
Lloyd is
because
still
of his
around.
Parkinson's?
It's because of his disease.
Fuck up his Parkinson's.
No,
No.
he still does things here
Look,
and
he
there.
did a Curb Your
Mind you, that's a
Enthusiasm.
longer. Yes, it's a longer thing.
Look. If
But-
they do make a part 4 because of his disease, he shouldn't be a main character. He should appear just for a bit.
cameo or
So he'll be
something.
like his children
Right. It has to be.
or his grandchildren.
Or by this point, it would be grandkids.
Yeah.
I believe.
Basically.
Yeah, he's a grandpa. And that's it. He's a grandpa, and he's only in it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe
He
he
loved
helps him out.
You love Back to the Future, huh?
I love Back to the Future.
More than
Look,
Indiana
First one
Jones.
is
I'm
my
gonna tell you.
favorite
I'm gonna
movie
tell you
of all
something
time.
about Back to the Future that I've never told you guys. The first one. This is number one.
You were there?
No, man. My opinion of the movie.
Oh. It may sound like he has something.
I cannot
But
find.
he's never told us.
important.
Listen to me, guys. Listen slowly. I cannot find one single flaw in Back to the Future 1.
I agree with you. In the first one. Erlen's right now going like, this is a job. No, Erlen right now is going, this is a job for
dick.
No.
I'm gonna shit on Robert's
Yeah.
dream now.
No, good for
not
you.
my dream.
I
but
mean,
I
It's
agree
a
with
good
you. I
movie.
don't see a flaw in the first movie either.
I'm sure if I go to IMDb and I go to goofs, there's a lot of technical goofs, but like film wise,
The only thing I could say,
it just
the
flows.
only thing that I remember came to me a long time ago is
Are you going to ruin
George-
your own movie?
no. What do you mean? We're the movie?
Oh, I thought you were going to say
No,
something
no.
flawed.
Well, you're contradicting. You said there's no flaw, and there is a flaw.
Well, no.
okay,
I'm
okay.
saying one of the things
Okay,
that
okay.
I remember thinking, like, oh, that's interesting. George should feel like Lorraine cheating on him with Calvin Klein. Because Marty looks exactly like Calvin Klein.
That's a Family Guy joke.
I actually don't see Family Guy. That's something that I've
That's
said
a
in the
Family
past.
Guy?
Yeah.
That's a Family Guy joke.
I honestly
it's
never.
a coincidence because I don't watch Family Guy.
I honestly have never seen that in Family Guy. I swear to you, know
look
that
it
I
up.
don't watch Family Guy.
Look it
No,
up,
I'm not denying you. I'm just saying this
You
is something that
believe
I've
so.
thought of
It's just-
before.
Is your word against Seth MacFarlane?
Okay,
He has
sure.
Oh,
Sure.
fuck
Sure.
Seth MacFarlane.
It's an obvious thing, though, when you think about it. Like,
Yeah.
he looks just like the guy that Lorraine had a crush on in the 50s.
You know what movie's a perfect movie, in my opinion? You know what I'm going to say.
Go for it.
I'm not saying this is my favorite movie, but I was seeing it the other day. It goes, man, this really is the perfect movie. Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, it has everything. Everything. There's not, except horror. It has no horror. But it has absolutely everything. It's epic. It has great battles.
It has the
great
horrors of life
characters.
sometimes.
It has great humor.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, there's nothing that film is, I mean, it's probably Robert Zemeckis' best film. From a technical
No.
standpoint. I know you always going to say Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. for
Sorry,
me,
no,
so-
no. There's something better than that. Romancing the Stone.
That's
I'm
pretty
fucking
bad.
with
Get out of
you.
here, bro.
Fucking-
Get out of your own place.
That is a good movie if you haven't
No,
seen
Forrest Gump
I
is
love that movie.
fantastic.
And at the end, the last act of Forrest Gump, I still get choked up.
Yeah,
It's a great film.
It's a great movie.
There's not one thing wrong with that film.
it's a great movie. Castaway was also good, which I
I love
talked to you
Castaway.
about.
It was
the other
okay.
day.
I
When they
guess.
give
I love
that
Castaway.
shit on repeat on HBO, I was
Yeah.
watching it with my fiance, or pieces of it this past weekend. At the part when he's like, Wilson,
Yeah,
come back.
I would have liked
it was a good impression.
They
by the
should
way.
make a sequel. Yeah, I'm pretty good at Wilson.
Castaway again.
They should make a sequel.
Ca-
No. You know how it ends with in the first movie that lady meets him. She has the dog in the car, and you're thinking, okay, is he gonna go down this way or is he gonna go follow that lady? So he follows the lady. Maybe she leaves him or whatever. The sequel, and then he's like, you know what? The only person that never left me was Wilson. I'm gonna go to the island and find Wilson. And then the movie is just him going back,
and then
to
he
the
gets stuck
island.
again.
And he gets stuck again.
But Wilson wasn't in the
And-
island anymore. He went to the ocean.
Wait.
and drifted away.
and maybe somehow Wilson comes back.
Oh, that's a true love story right there.
That's it. That's his love.
Castaway.
And this is the metaphor. Every human leaves him except an inanimate object loves him, or he loves it.
So,
Come
we're
on.
supposed
Tell
to
me if you were not a Hollywood executive, you would have signed me to direct that shit right now or write the script right now.
in a
Yeah,
heartbeat.
go.
That's a good pitch, right?
Go right.
That is the most. I'm going to tell you right now, Robert. That is, without a doubt, the best idea I've ever heard in my life. I'm signing you right now. Please write that.
Let's shake on it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You reached.
I did.
What does that mean? Still the joke with the
Oh, Lord.
Okay. But Back to the Future is flawless in my opinion.
That's my
The
favorite
first one.
movie. What's
Yeah,
your favorite
I
movie of all
I
time?
can't say there's a flaw in Back to the Future.
Oh.
Part 1.
There is none. Everything, like, the way it's written
Part 2.
is perfectly. Part 2, there's a big flaw. But the way part 1 is written it's like perfectly
It's a
written.
good trilogy.
Where does part 2?
It's a classic.
Where does
Yeah.
part 2
I wish I had a
Take-
DeLorean.
die for you?
It doesn't.
What moment?
It doesn't. I
It
love the
doesn't.
movie.
It's just if you're gonna be overly critical.
No, but in your opinion,
No, I love the
it doesn't.
movie.
It's a good film.
But it's still the problem with it is the obvious issue that Doc takes Marty to the future to stop something that hasn't even happened yet, that they could just wait till it becomes the future and make sure it doesn't happen. Because even if they change it, he even says in part 3, your future is not written.
Yeah,
So you went there for no reason.
for no reason.
And you almost ruined the entire world
just
because of
just
it.
to show us the future that
Just-
they predicted 30 years
Right.
ago. Yeah.
Right. And they actually said that they kind of wrote themselves into a corner because the way the first movie ended, that was supposed to be a joke. They didn't know. They never thought they were going to get a
A
sequel.
sequel.
But
Makes
because they wrote that in the film where, oh, we got to save your kids.
The
There's something that's
fans-
got to be done about your kids.
Yeah.
Then when they got green lighted for a sequel, they were like, well, we have to do this now. And then I guess also they kind of felt like, oh, it'd be cool to see the future.
Hmm.
But it makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
Like, there's no reason to go in the future.
As a
to
kid,
say
that was my
something
favorite
like
moment in that movie was the future scenes.
that. Yeah.
Once it came back into the present, I was like, eh.
Oh, same here. When I was a kid,
I mean, as a kid, it was too dark, and I didn't quite get a lot of the the plot what they were trying to do. But I just like the flashy future stuff, and then I would just change the channel.
I still love it though. And
No, it's a good movie, but
I love too.
It's not flawless like one.
No, I don't think so.
You were asking me what my favorite film is
Yeah.
of all time.
Of all time.
Boondock Saints.
No, man. I think I said it in the last time you guys were here.
Well,
but
let me see if I remember.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, that's a great one.
Even though Indiana Jones
No, that to me is also
had nothing to do with any of the plot.
He was useless.
He was using the entire film.
Wait. That's what to me
the movie's
made it.
great.
That's what it sold it to. That's what sold it to me because he's like.
All he had to do was let the Nazis get the
Right.
Ark.
Right.
Just let them get the Ark. They're gonna kill
It would
themselves.
have changed. Nothing would have changed whether he was there or not. Everything would have ended exactly the same.
Now you're stealing a Big Bang Theory joke.
What's the Big Bang Theory?
That was the Big Bang Theory that said that.
I know. That's
But
why I
wait,
got it
they
from.
wouldn't. They found the Ark because of him. He went into the pyramid that was on the ground.
But they would have found it eventually.
Yeah, they probably would have because they
there was.
He's the one
They-
that
they have
that
Bella.
found it with
Keep in
Mary.
mind, they were already searching in the area. Eventually, they would have found it regardless.
I don't think so.
they did have a
The
big
point of the
area that
movie
they
is
were
because
digging
he's
through.
the one that found it first, and he's a hero and he's badass.
Look,
Come on,
Robert,
come on.
it's a great movie.
It's a great.
It
fucking
is.
movie.
I love that movie.
I mean, yeah, you
But
can't complain about anything.
has
Like that.
Yeah,
Just saying, dude.
And it is
There's no reason why.
a trilogy. 4 doesn't exist.
I agree.
Not according to IMDb.
Fuck IMDb.
And you love that.
Amazon
when you
bought
first
them.
saw it.
When I first saw it, again, it
You
goes
love
back
it.
to when I watch movies. I go in very happy and hopeful.
You love everything.
and then
at
when I see
first.
it later, I'm like,
So it goes to show you how bad Batman v Superman was. That it was the first time you went excited to see a movie.
no, it's
and you
not
hated
the first time. There are other movies that I've
it.
gone
You
to go
like
see
Green
it.
Lantern.
Yes, but there are still other movies that I've gone
But
to
wait a
go
minute,
see
that
that I
was
was
you
like,
that
this is
liked it.
terrible.
No,
Yeah,
I'm saying-
he liked it too. He liked it.
You
too.
liked it too.
That's
He
okay.
Okay.
You see? Anyway. So, no, that's not the only movie that I've ever gone to go see in theaters that I was like, oh. this
You
is
like The
good.
Punisher.
No, I didn't.
The Punisher.
Oh, you bought it on DVD.
Yeah, I bought it on DVD because there was an extended cut and I wanted to see
Because
it.
it was on
Did
sale.
it make it better?
Yeah, no. Not at all.
It
But
made
I
it,
didn't like
it made
at
it
all.
worse.
I hated Daredevil when I saw it in theaters. I just told
Did you
you.
buy the
I just
DVD?
told you that World's End, the Pirates of the Caribbean 3, I hated that, and I saw that with you, and I told you I didn't like it.
I was. Which was that one?
That's
The
Pirates 3.
the third film.
You bought it on DVD?
Of
He
course.
saw it with you.
I have the collection.
I own the collection.
Hey, I'm
now.
going to tell you right now, they look great on Blu-ray.
Yeah, they do.
They look beautiful, man. The ocean and all of that.
Okay.
That was my favorite part of Batman v Superman was at the beginning.
Qué lindo.
When they do this nice shot of the ocean, I'm like, man, this is so beautiful.
You really love the ocean.
I do.
Maybe
I love the look of it on film.
Maybe you find something in the ocean.
Would
you're
you,
looking for.
if somehow a studio says, "Here, Frankie, here's $100 million," what would your $100 million film be? Any
Fuck.
property you want, any license, anything,
I mean,
or
$100
you can
million
do an original
doesn't-
film, or you can
it's
do an original film. What would
It's
you?
not. It's. I mean, it's
do?
not gonna.
Let's end it with that.
Well, if I
This
could do
episode
an
with that. What
original
would you do?
film, man, that's hard to. That's difficult. Look, I'll tell you. If I had to pick a property, then
If
I
you
would.
want- yeah.
Then I would do Superman.
You
I
would
would
do
Superman
Frankie's
because I would
Superman.
want to. I would want to steer that in the right direction. I'm not a director. I'm not.
Can you give us?
But
is this? This seems like something
I
you've thought
understand.
about.
I understand fundamentally the character, and what we saw in Batman v Superman was not the fucking character.
Okay, this seems like something you've thought about, maybe.
No, the only
Because I was going to ask you what would be the plot, but if you don't have a plot, you don't have to share.
I have thought about it. I have actually kind of thought about it.
Okay, so this is something you thought about.
What I would have done.
Who knew that my question actually had some...
What I would have done is I would have introduced Brainiac in the second film, and had their the tricky part with that is Man of Steel I did like a lot, and if you introduce Brainiac,
Superman.
So you're talking about there is no.
The studio's saying here, Frankie, $100 million or
but
whatever.
am I rebooting it or am
You're
I
doing whatever you want.
I'm doing whatever I
Any
want.
property, any comic book, any original idea that's not
Well,
existing.
If I'm rebooting it, then I would
Okay.
do the Brainiac story, and to have the second one that I do be the fact that Doomsday comes in, kills Superman, and by the end of it, what do you call it? Lex Luthor becomes the protector of Metropolis. And then in the third movie, you realize, okay, really what Lex Luthor is doing is, or he's the one that masterminded the whole plot for Doomsday.
$100 million back.
Yeah.
Kidding.
No, I mean, but you're telling me
you're right.
you're telling me in a quick.
I rather watch Batman v Superman again.
No, but that's the thing. There are things that they could have done that they did in Batman v Superman that could have worked. It's just that you threw everything
in
together.
Yeah.
And you tried to do way too much. And you didn't get the characters right. That's where I think the problem was with Batman v Superman.
Batman kills a lot of people in that movie.
He does.
I mean, he has one rule, and that movie did not
He
obey
just
by that
breaks
rule.
that
at all.
destroys that rule.
Remember when he tells Joker, I have one rule. And then in this movie, he completely...
Remember that rule?
Oh, I know.
I have no rules.
Oh, I know the
Fuck
Joker
that
is
rule.
clearly dead in this universe.
Actually, no, because we saw him in fucking Suicide Squad. So you're telling me he kills all these henchmen?
I mean, he looks like a younger Batman. in
But the
Suicide
Joker...
Squad.
So,
No,
Erlen.
Batman's in it. Remember, he comes out
A
at the
younger
end.
Batman.
Erlen,
No.
do you want to answer that? If the studio gives you money, what would you do?
Not really.
You don't have to have a thought.
He's very good critically. He loves to criticize, but when it comes to coming up with his own idea,
Everybody has a gift.
little.
That's true.
Well, Robert, what about you? What would you do with $100 million? No, $200 million.
Oh, you giving me an extra 100?
I'm gonna up it for you.
This guy's
I'm gonna make this easier.
this guy's giving me an extra.
$100 million.
I would do Indiana Jones reboot.
I mean, that's pretty bad.
A reboot though? A reboot?
I mean, talking about a movie that doesn't need a reboot.
I'm
I mean,
fucking
just holds
around.
up.
Oh,
That
okay.
movie should never. Once
Are
Harrison
they doing
Ford,
that though? With Chris Pratt?
there were no.
I heard something.
There was
like
a
that, though.
big rumor,
Yeah.
but Harrison Ford signed on and Steven Spielberg signed on.
Oh, okay.
Lucas is.
And I was wondering what Spielberg was doing. Nobody could have told me that.
Lucas is not involved.
Oh, that's right. They are doing a sequel. So
Yeah, Disney has it for 2020 release
Ah.
date. Or 2021. Something.
maybe it'll be better.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf's not involved, right?
No.
He shit all over.
Harrison
Steven
Ford will
Spielberg.
be at that point 79 years old.
I mean, what's the point?
Yeah.
God,
Maybe
he's
they
old.
they want to finish their arc. Whatever.
But that should be the end. I mean, you want to go on a high note. You don't want to leave it off in Crystal Skull.
I mean, this was
I
worse
really,
than Crystal Skull, though.
Yeah, but still.
But I guess it wasn't up to the par.
You know what I didn't like about Crystal Skull? Like, one of the things.
The
but
monkeys?
But even
Yeah, that shit
watching...
was
Well, the
whack.
monkeys, but even watching the movie, I felt like it looked too...
CG?
Everything was CG, yeah. Which kind of goes into what I'm saying, but everything looked shiny and plasticky.
Yeah,
Like, even the forest had this, like, weird...
because it was CG.
filter. Like,
it was
like
CG.
It looked,
the
yeah,
whole
but
forest.
everything looked very...
It has
Yeah, the
star
jungle.
filter on it.
It has what?
A star filter. I
Okay,
think they had a
that-
whole star filter.
And
I hate that in movies.
the cinematographer from the original trilogy was dead, so he had to use a new cinematographer, which is that guy who's been doing films with him since Jurassic Park, Janus, whatever the heck. His name.
Sure, but how did he go so far from something like
I
Jurassic
don't
Park to
know.
that?
I don't know what they were going for.
Because that looks nothing like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I agree with you. The look
Jurassic Park was
wasn't
real.
Or if the director in the end caused it. I'm pretty sure all that stuff happened with the
You think so?
editing. Yeah.
You know what would have
Because
saved
to-
the movie?
The star filter probably came in the edit suite.
You know what would have saved the movie? If Sean Connery would have come out of retirement to do that film.
I mean, how is this even possible when Harrison Ford was already old as fuck in the movie?
Yeah, and technically, when Sean Connery did Indiana Jones or
Yeah, Last Crusade.
yeah, he was only like what
6 years.
6
apart.
years older.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it really he really should be dead technically.
Yeah,
the
you're right.
character.
You're right. It just would have been great if he would have like been in his castle and just helping his son like Junior.
Junior.
Junior, do the. That's a bad Sean Connery impersonation.
I think The Last Crusade was my favorite one.
Yeah,
It was
You've
good.
told me it was your favorite.
It was
one.
good.
I think it was really funny.
For me,
It was
it's
funny.
Raiders. What was your favorite movie of all time?
I really like E.T.
That's a good one. So, yeah, we all hit the 80s.
Yeah.
Like all of us, our
Well,
favorite movies in
I
the
always-
80s.
Back to the Future.
Raiders,
Raiders
and
and
E.T.
Everybody loves Steven Spielberg.
And Steven Spielberg produced. Well, he directed those two,
But he had
produced
his hand on each one. of the
Yeah.
films.
Back to the Future. He produced.
We're big Spielberg fans.
I mean, the 80s were probably the best time for movies.
Really?
See,
Yeah.
does
Early
that make
90s.
us all fans of Stranger Things?
I actually enjoy. Like I love Stranger Things season 1, even though, like I've said, and I feel like I have to clarify it, but I'm not even going to do it. If you hear the podcast, you know what I'm saying. But I actually love Stranger Things, and I'm looking forward to season 2.
I don't understand what you mean. The whole jump scare stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, Stranger Things had like this. It had a vibe like those films.
It felt like E.T. Yeah, and Goonies.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I love
season 2. We should come back and record once we see the first episode of season 2, just to give our opinion on how the introduction.
I'm going to watch the whole thing in like 2 days.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's
I forgot.
what I'm saying. Yeah,
I
I'm
forgot
probably
we can.
gonna finish pretty
What am I thinking? I forgot that you can binge it.
Yeah,
Okay, so
we'll
we'll do that.
watch the
We'll
whole
watch the whole
thing.
fucking
And
thing. And come back.
let me tell you
We'll do
something.
Stranger
I don't
Things.
binge a lot. I mean, clearly, I'm
Neither
in
do I.
season 3 of. I'm about to enter season 4 of.
You know, I
House of Cards.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. That is the last season.
But you know, it sure is good when I just sit there and I literally take 2 days to binge the whole thing.
my
man.
fiance and I don't binge a lot either, like you just mentioned, and we binged the shit out of Stranger Things. I think in 2 or 3 days we saw all of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I saw that pretty quickly.
Yeah,
One day for you, huh?
No,
2 days.
2. Did you
No.
call out sick from work?
no, it took.
You're
a
on
week.
air, so you're.
Because
Hopefully,
I
your
had
boss
seen
doesn't
it. I
listen.
had seen it with my ex. I think it took 2 weekends.
Okay.
2 weekends. That's still quick.
Oh, it's 2
Most
days.
people don't-
2 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good show. I liked it. I'm not a big fan of Netflix shows outside of that one. And,
You're not
What?
Daredevil, House of Cards.
You said
I
House
love
of Cards.
House of Cards, but season 3 was.
You-
I do like House of Cards. Orange the New Black was great. The last 2 seasons were pretty bad.
yeah, I'm not a fan.
Did season 5 come out already?
It's about to.
About to.
Or is it season 6 that's about to come out?
No, 5, because the hackers took 5. I think. I remember.
Okay.
You know which one I'm hearing?
But mind you, sometimes that's what worries me about Netflix.
Yeah.
That, well, mind you, I can't speak about House of Cards, but the consistencies in there, like the HBO consistency isn't always there. Just like Walking Dead, man.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Walking Dead was so good at one point,
No, I
and now
gave
it's
it up.
like, and that's what you have to respect about HBO. That their shows it's consistent. Just something about it. It's just always good.
Yeah.
for girls, for me.
Here's
I think
the
it
thing
dropped a lot.
that I've heard a lot of showrunners and producers and actors and directors that they love about HBO and Netflix. They say HBO and Netflix are basically how much money do you need? Here's the money. Do whatever you want. We give you total freedom. Just give us something good. And that's what people love working with HBO. You're seeing a lot of these big actors, Anthony Hopkins, Matthew McConaughey, leave movies to do HBO shows or Netflix shows because there's freedom. Not like AMC or any of these other networks where you have to go do what they say. There's no freedom.
Yeah,
Or at least they say.
producers,
Right.
all over.
The network executives. HBO is like, whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
We trust you. That's what people, they just said, what's the big news that they're doing an HBO show? Jordan Peele, the director of Get Out, he's doing
I
something
heard
with
he's
HBO.
doing another horror show, but that it's gonna be
Horror show,
kind of
movie?
about, huh?
Movie or show?
I think it's a show with HBO. Something he's doing with HBO.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know.
interesting.
I don't remember if it was
Yeah.
a show.
It was
or
announced
movie,
yesterday.
but it's gonna deal with life after Jim Crow. So it's kind of
I
like
didn't know about that. I just heard he was teaming up
I
with.
felt like he was
Jim
going
Crow.
back to the well a little bit. Yeah, the Jim Crow laws. I don't remember the exact thing of it, but I know it dealt with minorities. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you're
But it
talking
just
about
feels
history.
Right. It feels like you're going back to the same.
Going back to Netflix once again. Netflix is great, good shows, but there's a consistency that doesn't stick there. Like Orange is the New Black used to be at such a level in the last 2 seasons. I don't know. It's almost like they forget what else. It's almost like it loses its own magic. And House of Cards, at least season 3 had that a lot for me. I'm hoping season 4 picks it up. Daredevil first season was fantastic. Second season, I wasn't saying it was bad. I'm just saying, I mean, it took me like 5 months to get to that.
I'll help you with the Daredevil season 2. The first couple episodes, I was not a big fan. Then it got better.
And for me, it was the reverse.
Oh, okay. Well,
For me,
I
the
actually
first
love
couple
the first couple
episodes,
episodes
and
were
then
fun
when
as
the
shit.
hand and the Electra came in and all that stuff,
that's what I enjoyed.
I'm not lying. At one point, I stopped watching Daredevil season 2 for like 2 months, and then I went back and finished it.
The one that I didn't like was.
And I haven't really
Iron
watched
Fist.
anything else on Netflix.
Yeah,
Yes.
Iron Fist I didn't like.
That's one of the things that you were saying, consistency with shows or Netflix, but one of the things that I feel that when they make a show and they don't know when to end it, and they just like, oh, we're gonna come back and do, and they keep milking it, like The Walking Dead. Like, to me, they should end it with season 8, but I hear they're gonna go to season 10. Like, really, fucking 10 years of fucking zombies?
I just hope they stop dragging ass and
so,
start going straight to
the
storyline.
To me, a perfect show that was short in seasons and short in episodes. Breaking Bad, 5 seasons. That's it. And in 5 years. Boom, boom, boom. Each season to me got better and better.
I have to say,
a very consistent show.
I have to say, Breaking Bad was probably the perfect show.
And it ended great. Too.
And it didn't drag on
and
for 6, 7, 8
You know what's
years.
a good show that, I mean, in my opinion, a good show that's about to end? The Leftovers from HBO.
Yeah, you mentioned
And why are they ending it?
To watch that.
No.
Because the creator says, I want to finish the story.
Yeah.
You know?
It's kind of like Supernatural had the same effect where the first 5 seasons were
And then it just kept dragging on.
Isn't that shit still on TV? Or is it ended?
Leftover?
Yeah.
No, Supernatural.
Oh, yeah, it's still on.
Seasons, man.
Are
They
you
just finished
fucking
12.
kidding me?
The first 5
The first 5 seasons were fantastic,
awesome.
though.
That's what they have. I don't like it when shows go on too long.
Look, Game of Thrones is coming to an end. Yeah, they
they
milk,
have to.
They can milk if
Well,
they want. I like
yeah.
making money, but they want to finish it.
They wanna
Thank you,
finish
lost your
it.
cable.
That's because my brother's watching something and it won't stream.
I like when they go just
Or I'm recording stuff.
10 to 13 episodes. The 22 episodes, because I love The Flash, like I was telling you,
Yeah.
but there are episodes there where it's just fillers.
There's some
Right.
fillers.
With network television,
Because you have
there's
to-
one thing that like the big 5 network TVs, they always have to do like 16, 20 episodes, 22.
Mm.
I like it with cable or pay service where you can do like 8, 10, 15 and we're done. Like, I don't need a whole long series because there's a bunch of fillers. Look at this season of Walking Dead. A bunch of fillers. A lot of these episodes you don't really need.
Yeah.
Nothing evolves. There's
It's like
no
a
progression.
16-season episode, right?
This season of Walking Dead, I think it was
Did they raise
16.
Oh man, that's
16
a
or
lot.
17. So next season,
I
he said
remember
he's
when
going
they
to make it
first started,
shorter.
it was less.
Yeah, he said no. The
first
show,
season was 5.
the showrunner said he's going to make season 8 of The Walking Dead shorter, and it's not going to drag or whatever.
Hopefully.
Well, the other show I was hearing, I don't know if you've seen it. I'm hesitating to see it just because I don't feel like being depressed. But the Netflix show that they're saying is really, really good is 13 Reasons Why.
About the suicide guy.
About the
Yeah,
suicide.
I'm not seeing that.
But I don't feel like seeing that. Yeah,
I don't.
About
I don't
suicide
give a shit.
what?
It was some
it's
high
about
school
a girl
suicide.
who gets bullied and commits suicide.
Uh-huh.
And then I guess there has to be more to it
Mhm.
because they're doing a second season.
You're right.
So there has to be more to it.
Maybe
She just comes back and kills herself.
Maybe she's a zombie.
Is she like a ghost?
or
No,
an alien.
I don't think it has to do with that because people are saying it is a sad show.
So it's a drama. There's no monsters, explosions.
From
Yeah.
what I
Ah, fuck it. I'm
what
not
I
gonna watch it. It
understand,
has to be a genre show for
I'm
me.
not in the mood for that kind of crap.
I'm really
I don't
not
like
either.
to. I mean, I'll watch.
I just brought it up because I'm hearing it's a good.
I'll watch
Netflix show.
I'll watch a realistic drama, but it has to be really good. Like, to me, I like more fantasy than realistic. I mean, Breaking Bad was the exception.
Yeah.
I mean, even though it's not realistic, it's like science.
I mean,
feature.
maybe eventually I'll give it a shot.
What?
That 13 Reasons
Nah,
Why.
I'm not. When you mentioned suicide, I'm out.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It seems like it's a hard movie or a hard TV show to watch.
I heard or read
To get through.
that it's difficult to watch.
Wow.
And
Well-
bullying. She kills herself because of bullying.
Are we going to?
Yeah.
I hate bullies.
So,
I know.
what are your last words for this episode?
Back to the Future is the best movie of all time.
What you want to say? Back in 2010, when I first bought The Dark Knight on Blu-ray,
Right.
it saw it high.
Mhm.
The Joker freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah.
And if you could, and I'm just saying, if you have that option,
Give it a
Watch
shot.
that
give it a shot.
But I'm not condoning anything.
you know, your actions. You don't. You're not responsible.
I'm
for.
just saying,
Yeah.
I got it. I mean, that was a hell of a performance, and seeing it in that state, it freaked me the fuck out.
I guess we ended with the Joker freaked you out.
I also saw The Mist. I also saw The Mist. I also saw the movie
The Mist. Okay.
With Stephen
for the
King.
first time only
Uh-huh.
in that time,
Hi.
and that freaked me the fuck out. I mean, that shit stuck with me.
Well, that had a crazy ending though.
Yeah, I know, but I was freaking out before
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It was because you were high.
I don't think a movie's ever freaked me out like that.
No.
You must like it getting good shit.
No, I have a high tolerance. Like I really never been shit faced drunk. Never. And I drink a lot. When I drink, I don't drink all the time.
Most alcoholics drink a lot and don't have an effect.
Yeah, with smoking too, the same thing. I know people that have gotten like a lot of psychoactive reactions.
Do you inhale to your lungs?
No, I mean I just smoke.
But do you inhale into your lungs?
At times, not often.
If you don't do that, it's not gonna affect.
I feel the effect.
No, I mean like if you really want it to affect you,
okay,
get
I'll
it,
try that.
chief it,
but it
really
burns.
hard.
It burns me.
It's irrelevant. You want an effect, do
Jesus
it. Chief it. Look, chief it.
Yeah.
You're gonna hold it into your lungs. You're gonna hold your breath until you literally cough it out.
Jesus Christ!
All right,
I feel that sounds like the worst feeling in the
burns.
world.
It burns.
Yeah.
all right. Well,
I'll do it. I'll
you
try
want
it.
to affect it or not?
I'll try it.
All right, and see if how your tolerance lasts at that
How about
moment in
the next
time.
podcast we talk about that.
How about we do it a high next podcast?
Well,
I don't
I'm-
smoke.
If you
I
want
don't-
to, if you don't have to do it.
I could never smoke again, so I'm done with that.
Okay, that's fine. I'll
But-
do it.
Because he saw Joker and it freaked him out.
It was it was a promise I made 7 years ago.
Yeah.
It's.
But I'm just saying,
I'll do it then before you guys are.
you have to hold it, bring it, hold it into your lungs,
Uh-huh.
right? No, trust me. I know
No,
what I'm
no,
talking about.
I am. I'm
And then if you can cough it out, believe it or not, that coughing one has the feeling.
that's what I've heard.
All right, but this without putting it in your lungs, I mean,
It
you're
won't.
gonna do shit.
No, don't do it. Huh? It's just weird.
It's like
some
a
people that I
cigarette.
know that they do what I do and they're like completely like fucking
If you smoke it like a cigarette with a cigarette, you have to inhale into your lungs.
right.
You could casually do it, but you do it like a cigarette. Cigarettes you have to put into your lungs.
Right, yeah.
All right. A cigar you don't put into your lungs.
No.
At that moment in time, you're
Because
not
that
gonna do
shit will
anything.
burn
Yeah.
your fucking lungs. Holy shit, that happened to me.
I also want to say back then I gained a lot of weight. Because let me
You
tell
ate a
you,
lot.
sir.
Yeah.
I mean, the best thing about being high is the way the food tastes.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, it tastes amazing.
Yeah. Delicious.
My name is Paul, by the way.
Oh.
All right.
So we ended with Hot Toys.
That was great.
Again.
Hot Toys is awesome.
If you loved hot toys, good for you. There's a lot of hungry children out there in the world.
That are
But instead of
able to
feeding the hungry, you want to buy a plastic toy, go for
Go
it.
for
Alright.
it.
I'm just joking.
I will.
I'm just joking. If you love hot toys, good. It's a good product. It's very detailed. Good for you.
If you don't.
It's like, what do you call those things? Those celebrity stuff?
I don't know.
Celebrity stuff.
Yeah, they're like
What?
mannequins, but wax.
wax
the
music.
wax-
Like
It's
the-
like
the
a
wax.
wax. It's like a miniature wax figure. Some of them
Yeah.
are fantastic. Some of them they missed the mark.
Yeah.
They're cool. If you're a collector, good for you.
All right.
I ain't
That's
buying
true.
it though.
Thank you. All right.
Hasta mañana.
All right, so that was that. This was recorded on May 19th, and you should be listening to this. At least this is going online on Memorial Day, May 29th. Is it? Let's see. Yeah, it's May 29th today. So hopefully you enjoy your Memorial Day. My salutes to all the veterans that served and are serving. That's what Memorial Day is about, right? Come on. You guys know that. So follow us. Bits for You Podcast. Twitter. Same on Facebook. Email. bitsforyoupodcast@gmail.com. Remember, review us on iTunes or any of the other apps, podcast apps that you could find us on. You can find us on Twitch. You can listen to us. You can even listen to us on YouTube. We're planning to do live videos on YouTube soon. We just have to get the equipment, and we'll get that working. So listen to us on iTunes, Stitcher. Stitcher's free. Podbean, you can listen to us free. I think you have to sign up, but it's free. What else? TuneIn app. There's a TuneIn app. It's free. I think there's another app, Player FM. There's a lot of podcast apps that you can get for free. Some of them you pay like $1 or $2, and you can find us there. But if you have an Android phone, Google Play Music, you can follow us there. If you have an iPhone, the iTunes app is there and it's free. So subscribe, and then it'll notify you when new episodes are available. All right, I'm going to stop talking. Enjoy your Memorial Day.